What is going on, all you beautiful, amazing people out there? Welcome back to yet another Dazzo and Friends talk show live stream, actually. That's right, today we are back with our friends on the talk show. It's been a hot ass minute since we've been on the show. Thank God we're back. But sadly, today, we will not have any guests. You heard me right. No guests. Why do I not have a guest? Why do we not have a guest? To answer your question, basically, I couldn't find anyone. I literally couldn't get anyone onto the show. So, instead of having someone on the show, besides the fact that we have Apex Gamer up in the chat with us because our good buddy Ethan, the host, brought over Apex, we don't have anyone. So let's just hop in and do Discord and figure out what's going on with these cool cats.
Was it output volume that I turned down last time?
That was a great intro, by the way, Dazzo. What's going on, assholes?
Jesus Christ.
Assholes,
Of course Dazzo would do that.
Of course he would.
It's fucking Dazzo.
There. Do you still hear the echoing?
Testing
Check,
1
check,
2,
check.
testing 1 2. No. Well, kind of.
Okay, we're good.
Kind of,
Kind of
but I
still,
think
or-
it might be.
Because I know how to fix it.
Oh,
Okay,
do
let's
you?
lower that down a little
Dude,
bit.
well, I'm not searching anything on the web. Stop.
Hey,
Searching
Google.
On the web without my consent. Shut up. Whatever you do, just don't say Alexa.
Hey Alexa, search up naked hot women Batman.
Actually, you know what? I'm writing that down.
God damn it.
Well, you know, we got started off very strong. Can't risk anything.
Welcome to the podcast, everyone.
Oh, yeah.
We've already just got off the deep end here.
Turn it down.
Jeez.
Wow.
Oh, don't do that. Q-Ball, no. In my live chat, Q-Ball's like, Alexa, I'm not saying it either,
Yeah,
but she
live
actually
guy.
will.
Hey Alexa, search up naked Catwoman pics.
Ew.
Dang.
I think that's what Toxic needs to do, anyways.
Yeah.
Wait. Needs to do? You mean already has done?
I don't
Well,
do
He still,
that.
he still needs to
Knows
do
what
it.
keywords to ask.
I
Well, I
don't
guess the
do
good thing
that.
is she only responds to Alexa, not Hey Alexa.
Alexa,
Oh, never mind, I'm wrong.
Hey, Stephanie, how you doing?
Alexa, turn on the jazz music.
Ha, she didn't hear you. She hates you. She likes the sound of my voice.
Of course, your voice.
Well, yeah, I'm a lovable character.
That's what she said.
I
She
can't
lied.
find it, but
I'm
I'm
not
too-
sure about that one.
Oh, thanks, Toxic. Now I'm gonna spend the whole rest of the show crying. Thanks.
Oh, he said mean things about me. Ah, come on, it's a talk show.
Hey, Q-Ball, what's up, man?
We say mean things to each other all the time, and we're just like, well, fuck you too.
Yeah, pretty basic.
Yeah.
Listen, there's been
To the
times
rest
like
of the
my buddy of mine I
podcast,
work with, Tim. First of all, he's one of the hardest working guys we have in our company, and he's getting ready to. I'm not going to say this on live stream just in case my company happens to watch it, but
Uh-oh.
he's at his limit. He's he's there. But the funny part is, one day we were working out in the rain, and it was a torrential downpour. We had a bunch of mulch in the back of the trailer, and I was standing on the top of the pile in the back of the trailer with the mulch fork high in the air, hoping I got struck by lightning.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I'm just like, come on.
Sir.
Good grief.
I heard
Someone's
thunder,
crazy.
saw lightning off in the distance, and I was just looking for an excuse to go home.
Hey, man.
You want to go home?
Don't we all?
You're not home yet.
I was dripping wet. The truck got soaked inside the thing because I'm like literally sopping wet. And
You realize she's supposed to be the one that's like that, not you.
yes, I'm aware of that, Toxic. Thank you.
You reverse the roles here.
Jay,
When you're stuck in a rainstorm.
Sounds like a you problem. You need to learn not how to be in the
It was a me
rain.
problem. It was a me problem. It was my buddies. It was a Les problem. It was a Tim problem.
It's
Okay,
get the fuck
everybody,
out.
shit
It's the
problem.
get the fuck out of the rain problem. That's what that is. I found your solution.
Well, the customer loved it, by the way. They were watching us through the bedroom window.
Oh, wow, I bet they
every time
were.
I'd go around the house with a full wheelbarrow full of mulch, was getting heavier by the rainfall. I still have a bruise on the side of my knee. It fell out of the back of the trailer yesterday, or what was it, Monday?
Shit.
Yeah, I've had a rough couple. I've had a rough couple weeks at landscaping. I
No,
am not landscaping friendly.
neither am I, but you don't see me doing it.
Well, I love the customers that come out and they're like, "Oh well, you could have done this better," or "I, oh really? Here's your mulch fork. Here's a fork. Here's a mulch fork. Just go at it. Oh, you want to move that boulder into that spot right there, 2 feet away?
Yeah.
Here's the scoop shovel. Here's the control ticket."
Use the scoop shovel. Well, shit.
Yeah, exactly. Scoop that.
Does Ethan know he
What are you
disconnected?
eating?
I
don't
don't think
know.
so. I'm not sure.
Is
He
that-
would
is
have
that
joined
cup
back.
noodles?
No, it's I mean, kind of, but it's pho. It's not that good. I'm just eating it
Oh.
anyways.
I had one
Oh,
of those
I know
K
this.
Army
I know this one.
There he
a long
is.
time ago.
There he is.
They actually, yeah, they actually were pretty good. They were spicy, but they were good.
Yeah, they're spicy.
Spicy.
I
I've
like
always wanted to
spicy
get
though.
like the military MREs just to find out how bad they really are.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that would be fun.
So, I had a buddy of mine in the Marine Corps. He used to eat them all the time, and he's like, "Dude, steak and potatoes does not taste like steak and potatoes."
Well, of course.
Probably
They're not as good, but when you have no choice and you're working long hours,
Right.
you gotta do what you gotta do.
That's true. That's true.
Mhm.
Hey, listen, just to save money on groceries, I eat like tuna pouches, like tuna creation pouches, and I eat like one of
Ew.
those a day on lunch at work every day.
Oh, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, guys.
Yeah, and it's like,
Sometimes.
and it's protein based. So it's like, after you do all that heavy lifting of stone and mulch all day, you replenish the protein and build the muscle.
Mm-hmm.
Put it this way, if you're
Me and my
starving,
cousin did a Facebook live
you
stream on
eat
my
literally
Facebook
bologna
page
out
the
of
other
a can
day,
'cause you can't even afford white
and
bread.
it's almost to 400
Many
views
bands are
on
like
the
that.
main Facebook
Oh, nice.
page.
Yeah.
I'm
Metallica
still trying to
was-
afford the right
Metallica was
recording
one of them
equipment
that
so I can
actually
do the
had-
piano covers. But I gotta
Yeah.
figure out if I can, like, if that got famous enough, if I can monetize a piano cover channel. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I can monetize that because technically
probably
it's
not.
Huh?
If it's
Because
not
it's gonna be copyrighted.
yeah, unless
I
you own the
mean,
material.
technically, because the song is a real existing song that I don't own. I'm just doing a cover of, even though there's like millions of freaking YouTube channels that do it.
Yeah.
But they also
But-
probably have lawyers
Yeah.
that can help circumvent some of the policies that YouTube has.
Copywriting is kind of complicated because there's some that say it's copyrighted, but if you hover over the thing that says copyrighted, it says you can use it sometimes.
Oh, really?
But you can't monetize
I
it.
have
It
that
depends
issue
on
from
Skittles, I
like,
can
I got
barely hear you,
copyrighted,
dude. You
but
sound
not
like
allowed
so
to use it.
quiet.
I don't know how that's possible. I'm cranked up.
I
You're
hear
cranked
everybody
up.
else
You're
is fine.
Yeah.
no, you are a little quiet on my end.
Yeah, same here.
I don't know how that's possible. I've got everything
You could always just scream at us.
listed.
No. Just don't.
Oh, come
Just
on.
We don't
Come
want
on,
that.
toxic.
We don't want him screaming. Let's be honest.
Scream into the microphone.
No.
Yeah.
Dude, my volume is like maxed out.
Hmm.
I am maxed out everywhere.
Wow.
Maybe your mic that's giving up.
Could be.
No, it's a brand new microphone. There's no way.
Oh, that's why right there. It's brand new.
I mean, it could be faulty.
I will not. Here, how's that? I've
Whoa,
got good
Jesus.
levels.
Good Christ. Yeah,
Whoa,
that.
that is so much better.
Hey, how you doing, everybody? How you doing out there in Fuckerville?
Fuckerville, wow.
Ah, that better now?
No.
Hey, I have a question for you. Do you actually have a fuck store where you live? I went
No.
there yesterday and they were totally out of fucks to buy, so I don't have any to give.
That's because I bought them all.
Oh, well, what the hell, dude?
Well, because I have fucks to give. I give fuck you,
I
fuck
don't.
him, fuck them, fuck everyone.
Someone's
See?
angry.
Okay,
They're
fair
fucked.
enough.
I give them out.
You know, if you actually go on YouTube and look up a video called "History of the F Word," man,
doing
that is like
good, I'm
the
doing good,
exact
Stefan.
science of the F word. They even
Never
get in depth by
meant-
saying
the funny
something like
thing is,
"fuck
it never
the
me-
fucking fucker."
It never meant to be a swear word either, but somebody decided so long ago, like, oh, that's a swear
Right.
word.
It's a fun word
See,
to
in my
say.
world, and I don't know if there's any religious people out there, but in my world, profanity is just the use of a word, but it's taking God's name in vain is where swearing for me it comes into play. Like saying things like shit, piss, fuck, whatever. Those aren't swear words to me. They're just another word that somebody else, a human being, deemed to be a swear word.
Fuck means
Because they were
Who made that
offended.
choice, who decided that was going to be a swear word worldwide?
probably some Quaker, a couple centuries ago said, "I'm offended."
Right. And as far as I know, there's nowhere in the Bible that specifically says
Nope.
those words are, a sin or profanity is a sin. So
You
long
probably don't even
as
see
you
those
don't take
words
the
in the
Lord's name in
Bible.
vain.
Nope. Yeah, I don't get it either, but
I mean, I'm
my
not gonna
mom,
sit here and,
my
preach to
mom,
everybody, but
my mom and my girlfriend absolutely hate the F word. The only word I really don't like is the C word. Like that one just
oh, the
I don't know why that
C-U-N-T?
one's even. Yeah, the can't
Oh.
understand normal thinker. Yeah.
Yeah, that word, honestly, to me seems a little tacky. It does.
It does. So, but
I'm
so it goes.
But
you
is
can't
that really
you
any
can't get away
different
from
than
it.
is that word any different than dick? You calling somebody a dick?
Yeah.
It's kind of the
Depends on
you know, like-
context.
why does my face still itch, dude? I think it was because of all that damn fertilizer that sprayed back in my face, and like I got rain or not, it didn't rain, but I got water on the side of my face.
Did you wash it properly?
Not exactly.
You should go wash that now before it starts growing.
Yeah, when I got home, I did. I washed it off in the shower, but on the job site, I just kind of rinsed it off with a little bit of sweat.
Oh no, you gotta completely wash that off.
Things
You
start
gotta
to
use some soap.
Yeah, I mean, I did.
Like,
I
yeah,
always
this
take
is
a shower when I
fine.
get home, and definitely before I live stream. So I mean, it's washed off now, but I still feel it like
Yeah,
right there.
I
dude.
know what you mean, man.
There was a guy I knew who
Ugh.
actually sliced open his hand once. He's like,
And there was like insecticide in it too, so that's probably like attacking my skin cells.
there was a guy I knew years ago who actually used antifreeze to actually, heal up a wound or whatever. Like dipped his hand into some antifreeze.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
I'm like, oh, it's
who
fine.
would
I'm like,
do that?
nuts.
Hey,
man.
what's up, operative? How's it going, man?
He was not normal.
No, but I can still, I can feel it on my face, like all over my face. I'm like itchy everywhere, dude. It's ugh.
Whatever you do,
Oh.
don't use peroxide.
That's one way to get burned.
Yeah, good call.
Like the
Yeah.
hydrogen peroxide, it kills cells, so don't use it to clean your burns or
I've
whatever.
heard of people gargling peroxide.
I've
Oh,
done that.
that's
Yeah, people,
terrible.
I guess
Yeah.
people like sit there and they will actually gargle peroxide and they'll rinse. After they brush their teeth, they'll rinse their the mouth out with peroxide.
There's some toothpaste that actually has peroxide in it.
That's not
Really?
good at all.
It's not bad.
Damn.
It's just, you just gotta. It's small dosages
Huh?
for all.
You want to
Just be
take my
careful
place
with
and
it.
sing
Be
tonight?
still-
I
don't
have
play
my
stupid.
music.
Oh,
What?
You want to sing for us tonight?
not
I
surprised.
can't sing until I
Yeah.
get your music headphones. I don't.
So
I'm glad to
anyway,
hear you're a good second choice there, operative.
yeah,
Oh no.
that's
I'll
like
be
coming
right
through
back.
like really really loud right now, dude.
What, me?
No, Toxic
Lost
guitar.
it.
It's like really cutting through.
Oh, you're still. I mean, you're better with your microphone, but you're still a little quiet.
I don't know how that's possible, dude. I've got great volume. I'm watching my meters here, and I'm like spiking just under yellow.
I mean, it is a lot better than what it was. To
Check
start
your
out
volume settings on Discord. Maybe if you right click on my name and turn up the volume on that.
with. Let me try it.
Peroxide is
Oh,
actually
your
used for
volume.
teeth
Yeah,
whitening.
Okay, here we go.
So I'm hearing everybody perfectly right now.
I just turned your volume up to 200%. So try it now.
Hey!
Wow, that's way better. Damn.
Yeah,
You
I
guys.
told you it
There's
wasn't
a
me.
there's a bad thing to do. Just turn it up to 200.
Damn straight.
Hey, Apex.
Oh, we're
can you hear
old.
me
We're losing our hearing. What?
Yeah, that's
Wait,
why
I'm
I'm
sorry, what
20.
did you say, Ethan?
Can you hear me fine on your end?
So,
You can
anyway.
Yeah, I
hear
can
my
now.
volume
Yep.
too?
So
I
before
can
we
hear
get
you. I
too
can hear
far,
Toxic. I can hear Jay. Hey, where did Jay go?
I don't know how you can hear me because I'm so far away from my mic and somehow you
They
can
went
still
together.
hear this.
Speaker.
Like I don't know how you can
Because-
hear that.
I think she's
because I
gonna
got
sing
damn good
for us.
hearing.
I was talking about you,
Yeah.
jackass. I was talking about him.
Who's that? I already have a musical ear, so
Yeah.
naturally I just hear it.
My guitar is literally like 6 feet away from the mic, and I'm not even plugged in.
Doesn't matter. It picks it up. You can just hear it.
Oh, all right, Operative. Yeah, go destroy those zombies. Operative's gonna go destroy zombies in Call of Duty.
Cool.
Dude, I
So,
sucked at zombies in Call of Duty, dude. Like, I'm horrible at horde games. That's why I suck at what the hell's that name of that game now? Days Gone. When you have to chase, when all the hordes are chasing him, I'm a little bitch. I run away. I'm like, "Oh, fuck this." I'm like, fuck this. I jump in the crotch rocket or the motorcycle or whatever. I ride the hell out of there. I'm
There
better
you
than
go.
zombies. It's like 1,000 against 1.
so had interesting conversation last night with the guys who were kind of prepping the show and things like that, and I was kind of tasked with like coming up with some kind of a music inspired episode, if you will, as one of the big resident musicians here, as well as Toxic, and obviously with Apex as well. Had some, thoughts about like, different types of musical um, questions and things like that, and some kind of nerdy stuff as well.
Absolutely.
So, one of my questions is this is for anybody who really wants to answer because I think this is very universal. Is what does music mean to you?
That's actually a really good question. I'm gonna answer that one by saying that music is like making music. First of all, anybody can sing a song, right? But making music is one of the greatest accomplishments that a human being can do. For me, music is therapy. Like if I have a really shitty day at work and I'm like pissed at the where I'm ready to punch somebody in the head, I just come home, I sit down behind the piano, I play a couple of songs, and for some reason it mellows me out. Even if it's like a complete perfect track, I get lost in the song, and then I totally forgot even why I was pissed.
Music is the best.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whether you play it or not, music is the best.
And that's why I kept this as a very general question because I think everybody's going to have a different reaction to what music means to them. Now, if you're a musician, it's going to mean one thing to us. Non-musicians is going to mean something else to them. And that's kind of why I want to put that out there, is because for me, it's life.
Well, I'll put
mean,
it in words
Imagine,
that somebody
no, just
said.
imagine with a life without music.
Right.
How boring
Yeah.
the world would be if we didn't have
Yeah.
music.
Well, I'll put it
And
into words that Sam Sui said, and he's actually somebody I listen to a lot on YouTube. He said that music is transcendence. Music is the language we use when we don't have words to express what we're feeling. And I actually had a pillowcase for a short little square pillow. It used to say, "Where words fail, music speaks."
I have a sign that says that. Yeah. And somebody
And
had
honestly, music in anybody's life, somebody's got that one song that has all the meaning in the world to them.
Mm-hmm.
And people who are really heartbroken, they listen to all the sappy, sad songs about heartbreak and breakups and this that, and the thing. Somebody who's greatly in love will listen to the love songs, or people in the religious world will listen to the Christ or the Jesus songs and the worship songs and all that stuff. So there's so many variations of music that everybody's got a genre that suits their personality. And that's the best thing I like about music, because like Skittles said, it's so universal.
It's the universal language of life. It really is. I mean, it's music is life. Music is love. Music is happiness. Music is every emotion you can possibly think of. And
Skittles, your microphone's all messed up. It's coming in weirdly.
I don't know. I don't get it.
There you go. Now it's better. Now
I don't get it.
Whatever you
Whatever-
did, it's perfect.
I'm not hearing anything different. So I have to go back.
Now it's messed up again. Am I the only one having
It's
issues
no,
with
it's very messed up.
Okay, so it's not just me.
Yeah, it's getting up there. I don't know why.
Your microphone is messed up there, Skittles.
It's gonna go fix that.
Which is
Like one,
by-
Popcorn. Popcorn.
What?
Popcorn.
Oh, okay. Popcorn, nice.
Yep.
So
Oh,
you,
you laugh.
I have
I'm sure he'll be back.
I have a huge
he'll be
announcement.
well, here's the
I'm only
thing.
5 away. I'm only 5 away from 1,100.
Nice, man. That's such a goal too, man. Like I have been at it for so long, and I'm so discouraged. I actually did decide to do my giveaway too at 500 subscribers instead of September 1st. So at 500 subscribers, that's when I'm going to do my giveaway. It'll give me a little bit more time to order my merchandise and have it here and ready to ship to whoever wins the merchandise. So
I would
500
love
All right,
subscribers,
so
we're 20,
work or not?
27
No,
away,
it is still
27
shit.
away.
No, you're
Still shit.
Okay, guys, I'm not gonna hang out then if it's because this is my only mic cable. I bet it's my mic cable that's just gone out.
I think that's your cable.
Alright. Bye, guys.
Sounded like one of the Charlie Brown phone people.
It's sad that I can do that good. It is sad.
I think the only voiceover I can do is just the Forrest Gump. That's my go-to.
Hey boo boo, hey boo boo boo. Nah,
Ooh, that's actually pretty good.
I used to be a lot better at it, but it's been a long time since I've done it.
I used to be able to do Shaggy and from Scooby Doo.
Oh, that one's so much
Like
fun.
Scoob.
It is. Not bad, not terrible. All right, Dazzo, what's your voiceover? Let's hear it. Come on.
I don't have one.
Oh come on, you gotta
yes,
have
you
something.
do.
I don't
It
have
just
one.
does the
Sorry.
Canadian expression.
Canadian expression.
Bloody Canadians.
Anybody can do that, eh? I don't know what you're talking about.
There you go.
Oh, tick off, eh? It's the Great
Oh,
White
fuck
North,
off.
eh?
You're Irish.
Go fuck off, eh?
Oh, sorry there, bud. I didn't mean to hit you there, bud.
Accent.
Mort. Oh,
I know
God.
I know Irish. I try to mimic Irish from SLRP all the time, like secretly.
Aye.
And then do it in front of him. But
I
know
be
for
Irish.
the future, that's gonna give me so many ladder drills. It will.
I gotta change.
But what really is trippy is when like Irish does the voiceover, and you get the Irish accent plus whatever he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
I can kind of do in the Asian one, like that, like the one that Gabriel Iglesias did. Oh look a horse here. Oh shit, we got like a ha today.
Oh
Oh.
lord.
Oh, look at the water boy. Look at the water boy.
I'm going to hell.
Yes, we love when you do your Mort impression, because your Mort impression is cute.
Who does more?
That's my roommate, Exie. But she can't
No kidding.
come in here right now because she's busy with her art stuff downstairs.
I used to be able to do Herbert from Family Guy really well, but the people started getting creeped out by that, so I stopped.
Oh, that one's a good one.
Meh.
I can't do my voice is too squeaky for it now, but
Hello,
it's
us.
too.
Hello,
Lois, what's going on?
Lois. Lois. Where are you,
Hey
Lois?
Dazzo,
What's up?
have you heard?
What did I hear?
I'm pretty sure that everyone had heard.
No.
I can't believe that was actually a song too.
Yes,
I'm like, dude, that's a real song. I'm like, no, it's not. Shut up. He's like,
What
no,
a
dude,
bird.
dead ass. Look it up. No, I don't want to do that because I don't know if it's like copyrighted or I don't want to get anybody demonetized. I was gonna have Alexa play it.
You're making me look this up now.
Alexa, play "Bird of the Word."
We're getting demonetized.
Oh no. Don't get demonetized now.
We're getting demonetized. Yep, there we go. It's demonetized.
Okay, Alexa, stop
Stop.
music.
Please stop. We're already going too far.
Well, no, because I don't want to like get anybody demonetized. But that short little thing is not gonna get anybody demonetized.
Are you sure about that?
I'm pretty sure.
Are you sure?
That's not what YouTube is gonna say.
Yeah.
What? No, come on.
I'm not trying to
That
burst any
song is so
bubbles,
old,
but come on.
That song is so old, it's easily in public domain.
Yeah, we'll see about that. That's what YouTube doesn't like.
Trust me, I don't like being copyrighted. I don't.
Myself, Daisy, by
Gotta
the way.
think of some public domain songs.
I mean, that one's got it.
Oh, you're gonna play some music for us here, Jay?
I gotta think. I don't know what songs are public domain.
I'm pretty sure that one. That song's like 100 years old.
Oh yeah.
Probably not really.
There's a
but-
certain timeline where it's public, like 20 something.
Alexa, what year did the song "Bird of the Word" release?
It was like 67 or something like that.
Yeah, I think that everything before something 24 or something.
1963.
Ah, I was like 5 years off.
You were, yeah.
God damn it.
Alexa,
I knew
is
it
the
was-
song "Bird of the Word" public domain?
It was the 60s.
I don't think they know it.
Bam, there you go. Nobody's getting demonetized. It's in the public domain.
Oh, now you just wait.
You just effing wait.
Look at Dazzle not trying to drop the F-bomb.
Damn it.
That's not public domain.
What?
Hey you.
Quick, Dirty
How
Dazzle
do you get the
demonetized.
lights on you, Dazzo?
What?
The lights, your camera's going all different colors.
Yeah, check on my
That's because he's a
RGB
colorful
lighting.
person.
I got my RGB lighting over
Hey,
here.
by the way, when do you guys keep on planning doing the ATS convoys? Because I keep seeing you guys live stream it, but like I never can catch it in time to join
One's
it.
here. Oh, there's one.
Hey, there's Mikey boy.
Oh, there's Mikey.
I gotta be
There
there
we
when
go.
when you knock Toxic off the road. I just have to witness it.
Hey, wait, look, no, that's my job to knock him off the road now. This is my job now to do that to him.
He gets
Oh,
it every damn time, and you know that it's coming. Like you just instinctively still follow him, knowing full well what he's gonna do, and you know it's gonna work, and you still do it.
I don't care.
That's the funny
get
part,
him.
man. That is
You
the
just hit him, yeah,
absolute
but you
funny
hit him,
part.
But
If you
that
guys
doesn't mean you
haven't
can catch
already,
back up to him again.
if you guys haven't already watching the live stream, go check out in my shorts one of the best wrecks I did with Dazzo.
Oh, and ATS?
Yeah, when they were in the middle of a fucking raid by CJ.
Is Skittles coming back?
He should be.
I don't know yet. I don't
Yeah,
know
it's
if he has
pretty
a separate cord or not.
That sucks, man.
Well, when
Really-
you when you have XLR microphones, you need to have some backups. If you don't have it, you're SLL.
I have a blue snowball microphone.
That's what I have.
I
Is that what that big thing is in front of your face? Is the blue?
He's got the
snowball?
blue Yeti.
I got the Yeti.
I have the Yeti Nano, and you got the
Like,
Snowball.
I have a lot of spaces to mount a giant freaking microphone that's got the dang, fucking tripod thing.
Oh, the mic stand.
Yeah, I just have this little freaking thing right here. That's it. That's what I'm using.
And you just
Hey,
moved your
you gotta-
camera over.
You gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Yeah, facts. And I just knocked you guys over. This camera sucks. This webcam started to piss me off a little bit. It's all Ethan's fault anyway.
Ooh.
I was wondering if you'd catch that. He looked like he was so in depth with something. I was wondering if you could hear that.
I gotta share this on Gigi's Discord.
There he is.
There he is.
There we go.
All right, is this any better or not?
That sounds better.
Yes,
That
that
sounds
sounds better.
Okay, so I'm wondering if I have a bad or not a bad mic jack then, because I've swapped to a
That's-
different port on my mixer.
That might be it.
That sounds a lot better.
Isn't that the same thing that Gigi had problems with?
Actually, yeah. Come to think of
But
it.
he doesn't use a live mixer though, like I do. I think he uses Go Live XL.
Yeah, he uses Go XLR.
Yeah, I don't.
It's the way XLR thing. So
Yeah.
All right.
That's straight up hillbilly music right there.
Yeah, that's like overpowering.
I've never heard that in a song. I was just trying to randomly pluck away. Oopsie.
I mean, you plucked some hillbilly stuff. That sounded like a banjo.
Yeah.
Alright. Sorry,
Okay.
guys.
Oh yeah, that's definitely banjo music.
But this isn't even a banjo. This is my newest guitar.
Jay, the lighting on your camera, I can see into your soul.
Yeah, we see into Jay's soul.
Like
Yeah.
your eyes were like pitched like
That light-
white.
The lady's right there.
Like I was literally looking into your soul, like man, she like looked like Lilith from Supernatural.
Well, I mean, I've
I
never
remember
heard.
that episode actually when she killed all the police station.
Come on, you stupid.
Listen, I'm dedicated. I'm a hardcore fan of that show. See that? Along with all my marks and bruises and landscaping injuries. Listen, there's no room for whiners in landscaping, man. You cannot be a whiner. You cannot complain. You have no time to complain about anything. You slip and fall off and flip over a freaking wheelbarrow and fall on your face. Get back up, pick up the wheelbarrow, and go back to work. You ain't got time to whine, cry, and complain.
It will.
Here, but it's on mute.
Yeah.
Here, but-
So, I know I did not get answers from everybody, but we'll move on if we want to.
Oh no,
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 you-
keep going. Keep what we were
let's-
talking about. We were getting pretty in depth.
It was the what does music mean to you? That's what it was.
Yeah.
I had my answer. Toxic, I don't think you answered it yet.
To me, it's a lot of things. It's support, in my opinion. When I'm feeling down, I just throw it on and it'll calm my ass down and be like, "This is what I need. I just need to listen
but
and
when you
relax."
listen to that song, is it something you just enjoy listening to, or is it a song that you relate to specifically?
Well, I mean, I have a
Say,
lot
for
of
example,
different
you're going through a
songs.
hard time. Does that song relate to what you're going through in that hard time, or?
Well, a lot of them do. I got like different soundtracks. There's the I'm driving soundtrack, and I just want to jam out while I drive. I got the I'm working, so I got my workout music. There's the calm music when I'm home. There's my relaxing. I'm stressed. I'm pissed the fuck out. I need to calm down music. Then there's the workout music.
Really quick, is anybody else hearing Toxic coming out twice? I'm actually hearing a loop
I'm
back.
not.
I think it's from Apex's side.
Yeah, I wonder if
Is it?
you're not wearing
Just
headphones, are
tiny
you?
echo.
Yeah, it's
hold
better.
on. I'm gonna turn my volume down a little bit more.
So that is really weird. It's like surreal hearing him twice. Once is enough for me.
Oh, fuck off.
Damn.
You skills ass
How about
bitch.
now? You still hear it?
No, well, he's not talking right now, so. I think-
Fuck you, you skills ass
Oh, we're
bitch,
good.
and stop tasting the rainbow.
No, I'm still hearing him.
Damn. You are still hearing him?
Well, the double, yeah. I'm hearing it through somebody's audio, like somebody's.
It's probably my
External
microphone
speakers.
because I don't have a computer headset.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
The other one I had apparently for whatever reason won't work, and I can't get it to work, and I'm quite pissed about it because I spent like $60 on it.
What's that?
And of course, it doesn't work because I bought it at freaking Walmart.
Naturally.
That's Walmart.
Freaking Walmart and their damn bullshit tools.
That's
I bought a,
Walmart for you.
I bought a shovel there, right? And I was digging a hole in the backyard for my dog that passed away, and snapped the shovel in half. So bought it at Walmart.
Naturally.
And I got what I paid for.
You buy cheap, you get cheap.
You guys
Next.
still hearing Toxic Double now?
A little bit.
Yeah, I think it's just gonna be a thing. That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move on to the next question
Actually,
here.
hold on. Let me turn his user volume down a little bit. That might help.
Yeah, I had to turn down a little bit too, because it was like blasting in my ears.
All right, there. Now try it.
So, all right. So here's kind of a continuation
Whoopsie.
of that.
Okay.
As most of us here are pretty much gamers, does music inspire your gaming creativity?
Yes and no. It depends.
Yeah, I'm kind of with Dazzo on that one.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Want to
Depends
elaborate?
what game it is.
How
I
about
will say
elaborate?
this: music does inspire me to write my own songs, but the problem is I don't have the time to sit and like write notes out on paper anymore.
Oh yeah.
But I have a couple of songs that I wrote on the piano. And these I can play because they're nowhere else on the freaking internet. Nobody else knows about it. Nobody else has ever sung it, so there's no risk of demonetization because I'm the one that wrote the fucking song.
Right.
How do you think I
Just
feel
smash
right now?
Well, my
And I-
whatever this unit is, and it hurt like hell. It's not
Well,
funny.
let
when you
me
hit the funny
let me
button.
elaborate kind of where I was going with this. So, one of the things that I did was if I play like City Skylines, I actually don't listen to the music that's inside that game. I put on SimCity 3000's music.
Oh,
And
all right.
for whatever reason, I don't know what it is about that music, but it like makes me like I feel more creative in that world. Like it's like I'm really able to like build, you know, more
yeah.
more freeform
Right.
than I do like with the other because the music that comes with City Skylines is cool, but it doesn't really move. For me, it doesn't just it doesn't move me. And music has to move me in order for me to really feel inspired.
Yeah.
You know, it's like an artist. Like you go out and paint something. Why are you painting something? Is it because it's just something you want to do, or is it like you feel something inside of you? And for me, if I'm gaming or whatever, I want to feel something inside of me. Like I want to feel like I'm immersed in that world. And
Yeah, absolutely.
sometimes I may not feel like I'm immersed if I've got the wrong tunes playing or whatever. You know, like for example, there's this really interesting, like spacey type of relaxation audio I'll listen to, just playing freaking LSPDFR, and it's like 7 hours of just like it's the same. It's like the same 6 or 7 pieces of music, but they're just so ethereal and so really cool that I could just lose myself in that in like GTA 5 or LSPDFR
Right.
and have it as my background. And I'm like, that's really freaking cool. So that's kind of what I was leaning towards with that. And I guess I wasn't as specific with the question,
You know
but
something else that's kind of weird too, and I guess it's like a pet peeve kind of thing. Maybe now, but another thing that really inspires me to write my own music is like certain smells, right? So if I light
Oh, yeah.
incense in my house and I smell that incense, somehow I get this like warm feeling, like I want to write a song. And
why do I have impressions of him farting in his room?
Oh goodness.
I mean,
Well, shit.
when I feel that warm,
That's a very
it's
wholesome
how you
question.
said it, because it's like you said, it's just that warm feeling I get. I'm like, well, somebody farted then.
dang,
Sorry, dude. I could not resist. The joke was already there. Anyway,
it was. I kind of walked into that. I'll give it to you.
Well, shit.
no, but I so go ahead and sorry for that interruption, but I just had to get that off my chest.
Oh, I was done. Yeah, I mean,
Oh, okay.
that's just, incense is like the scent of like for me, dragon's blood. It wants to make me write a rock song. You know, it's something upbeat, jumpy, and you can move to it. But something like myrrh, if I was gonna burn myrrh, I want to write a nice calming song.
Oh,
The song
okay.
that I did write, I actually wrote for a girl I was dating at the time, which, yeah, that turned out to be a nightmare. I know
What am
now. I
doing
know what
this? I don't know
Beethoven
why
went
I'm
through
doing this.
when he wrote for Elise.
He was deaf.
Needless to say, I wrote it for a girl, and the song is titled "The One I Love." After the relationship ended, I turned the title from "The One I Loved" to "The One I Loved," as in past tense.
It's like the song. It's like the Guns N' Roses classic, "Patience," and then that became, "I used to love her, but I had to kill her." Kind of like that.
Damn.
What of them?
Well, actually, it
That's
didn't
just,
turn
like,
into that. That
morbid.
song was actually 2 separate songs, but it just reminded me of my cousin who was with a woman, had a kid with her, and they had a great relationship. It started out with like the song "Patience," and then literally he put on the next track, which was "I Used to Love Her."
Wow.
So,
See, my
yeah.
dating life has been so difficult around the world, especially around where I live. Dating for me has come down to an application process. Okay, like I got to give them an
Oh, yeah.
application, a 10-question survey. They need their birth certificate, photo ID, social security card, and I'll get back to them in 7 to 10 business days.
That is absolutely crazy.
I'm not kidding. That's a joke. Like I would never actually do that. That was a joke.
There are some people who do that though.
I there seriously.
Yeah, I'm serious.
Damn, I was joking.
I've
when
never
I
heard of
said
anybody
it.
doing that before, but then again, I don't know a lot of weird people out there.
Listen,
you
I
see
mean, I can tell you guys
everywhere
horror
nowadays.
stories from my dating scene. Okay, like I'll tell you one, just and only one. There was
Oh,
a girl I
no.
nicknamed Stitches. Okay, because she was her and I were talking, and we went out to dinner for our first date, and we went to a place called the Rail House, and
Oh,
it was
no.
actually a really great place. And it was a nice bar and grill. It was awesome, great food. But the conversation started when I sat down, and I just said, "Hey, I introduced myself. My name's Wayne." She's like, "Oh, I'm Megan." I'm like, "Great, awesome." She's like, "Well, if you have sex," I'm like, "Whoa, back up!" I'm like, "We just got past the introductions." She's like, "You hear me out?" I'm like, "Okay, I'm gonna regret this, but go for it." She's like, "If we have sex, you got to be careful." I'm like, "Why?" She's like, "Well, I just had an emergency C-section, and I still have my stitches in."
Wow.
I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. I left.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Right.
like you.
I'm like,
yeah,
nope.
you run
Nope.
from that. Wow.
I'm not paying for that, kid. I ain't gonna.
Jeez.
So yeah, that was and then I did have a nice girl that I was dating, but it ended over New Year's. Like I spent New Year's night in a hotel with her, and into New Year's Day, and it was a great time, And we had dated her for a couple of months, and then apparently she got a message from God saying that we should separate. And how am I going to argue with that? I honestly think it was a cop out,
From
I think, as a matter of fact, Skittles, I think I remember talking to you about this.
yeah, we talked about that offline. Yeah, and I basically said, yeah, it doesn't work like that.
No, that's
That-
right. I
no.
did have that. I remember.
God
now.
don't play. Yeah, God don't play like that.
Her whole thing was, well, I prayed about it for about a week, and I think the Lord wants us to go our separate ways. I'm like,
Yes, get
okay,
everybody
like,
over here to my channel, please.
I have
That's-
no comeback for that. Like,
That's more of her
what am I
thing.
gonna say? No, you should ignore God.
Yeah, yeah. No, you're not wrong. It's just that's just the excuse train, if you will.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
exactly.
Definitely.
I love that it's not you, it's me type.
A
of
lot of my
mentality.
friends have been encouraging me to try again, but I'm at that point where I'm just like, in the back of my mind, I can't trust anybody. Like, I'm always gonna wonder in the back of my mind. I can even act it out, right? Act like I'm all happy in the relationship and everything, but in the back of my mind, I'm always gonna wonder when they're gonna leave, when that other shoe is gonna drop.
Oh, hello there, TLB.
Apparently, it's super hard to find that special someone that you're gonna
It
be
is,
with
though,
for a
right?
very long time.
Why do you think I
You
stopped
end up with a lot
Are you
of-
trying?
currently seeing anybody, Jay?
Hmm?
Are you currently seeing anybody?
I saw 2 people. We're not together anymore.
Oh, that's a bummer.
You
What
end
about
up with a lot of
Toxic?
screws early on, and then you can find somebody.
Is anybody here got a significant other?
I do.
Ooh.
12
you're
years.
lucky. Hold on to that, dude, because that is so rare, especially around where I live.
I don't
It's
really.
a lot of hard work, folks.
It does,
Well,
right? It takes two, doesn't it? And then relationship
Mhm.
around where I live, a relationship is based on mutual gain. Oh, she's got a nice ass. He's got money.
I
Mutual gain.
mean, I
Well,
do.
the nice thing
but
is
I'm not
that
going into it.
there's none of that money bullshit conversation. It's like we're not because we got money or whatever. It's just like hey,
Right.
What
'cause
matters is
finding her
money
was
is-
like a miracle.
Yeah, exactly. What matters is the person's soul, their personality.
Yeah.
Doesn't care, who cares how much money they have, what kind of car they're driving?
Hey, Cat, how
Well,
you
you
doing?
got to remember too, we live in a very vanity-driven world too, where I mean, you look at some of these people out there, they will just marry because of money.
What's up,
Thank
Limited?
Hollywood for that.
What's up,
Hollywood is
Limited
all
Sam?
about, I'm gonna
Welcome
marry
to the
you
live
because you got
stream.
money.
I mean, let's be honest. If
And
I
then-
got a
and it
chance
won't
to date
happen.
Victoria Justice, I would lock that shit down.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's
let's be
why- that's-
honest.
I mean, you look at things like marriage. I mean, marriage is such a laughable thing for so many people. It's like, yeah, I got married and then I got divorced. Like, they made divorce so fucking simple. It's
Yeah,
like,
but at the same time, if the
It's
minute you
not.
get divorced, like, everything you own is like 50-50, right? So, like, let's say
Yeah.
we have this great
Yeah.
gaming PC setup, right? You divorce, she gets your damn gaming PC.
Well,
she
thank
gets
you
your
very
freaking
much,
car.
TLB.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
really
yeah,
appreciate
one
that.
And she
bedroom
probably
apartment
doesn't
with a
even
freaking
Thank you so
laptop.
much.
And here's the thing, what you guys don't get is that divorce was essentially only for infidelity. If that's the biggest trust breaker out there is cheating.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the whole thing, and I'll bring this up because this is kind of where it started. Our former president of ours named Ronald Reagan decided when he was governor, he wanted to divorce his first wife to marry Nancy Reagan. Well, guess what? He helped make these rules about divorce being irreconcilable differences. In other words, I just lost interest. It became the ultimate excuse for every fucking couple out there. And then as courts started to rule more into these worlds, they said, no, we're going to side with one direction only, the woman. And if you ever notice, most divorces always go that route. Almost every fucking divorce goes the other way. And if this pisses off women out there, guess what? You started this.
Right.
You know,
Yep.
there was no honesty. There was no let's work through this. Now, some will say, well, what about abuse? What about all
Well,
this
real
other
quick,
shit?
I'd
Yeah.
like to shout out Operative Phoenix. This is what Operative said in
Uh-oh.
my live chat. He said, I'd stay true to your heart, Apex. I had a similar thing happen to me before I found my current wife. Operative, I'm glad you finally found her, man. That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
so rare to find that, that one person.
The one that really sucks though is the ones who they'll be married and they'll go to like the 10-year is the true test.
Well, the thing.
If you can go beyond 10 years and not divorce, your marriage will pretty much last, at least in this modern
Yeah.
time, because 10 years is when that's
Well,
when the shit
the
starts getting
biggest
really
thing
weird.
that scares me about dating, like, actually, I'm not usually afraid of anything. Okay, I'm a fearless guy. I'll do anything. I mean, almost anything. I still kind of don't like the idea of heights, but I'm not
Anything
exactly afraid of
illegal.
it. I would have to. But anyway, getting off the rant. The thing that scares me the most about dating is the girls that lie about their age.
Oh, yeah.
That scares the shit out of me because your life is over if anybody finds out. It happened to me one time, and I never ran faster in my life. As a matter of fact, I took down the screen door on the way out of the house. Like, I forgot to open the screen door, and I took that shit down on the way out.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Good
So
job.
what ended up happening was, like, I found out because, we were at that point in the relationship where, you turn the lights off in the room, and
Oh yeah.
I
We knew where that was
found
going.
her photo ID that said under 21 until, so I'm like, So I picked it up, I'm like, oh, freaking hell, she's 16. I ran so
How
far out of
old
the
was
house.
she?
She was actually 16. She said she was 25, and she looked 25.
Yeah,
I
no,
never ran faster in my life.
never judge a girl by their looks.
Yeah,
That can be real
Really
deceiving.
can't.
you're damn right they can. I'm plenty,
Can I
and
see
that,
some ID,
that shit
please?
happened to me on Plenty of Fish.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've tried
That's why I
Plenty
stay
of
up-
Fish,
that's why I stay
eHarmony,
up this late.
Match. I even tried ChristianMingles.com and struck out there.
Yeah, that's even worse, man. That's like so, not pardon the pun, but very toxic. So-
Nice. That's
Very
fun.
funny, very funny.
But see, the
There's
thing
something
about
called
all
meeting
those,
people
all
in
those
real life.
situations is I came out of them without any issues, and I'm still alive to be the positive person that I am today. It didn't.
Right
all
on.
those were the circumstances. Yeah, some of them hurt. Okay, they did, but it didn't change my personality. I still am who I am.
Right. All right. So
I mean,
here's a very universal question. What
for it.
bands or artists are in your current playlist?
Ooh.
that's too many to name.
No,
Sorry,
just name a
Yeah,
couple.
too many.
that's way
I
too
Are
have
you
many.
a
talking
lot.
about like one that stands out above all the others?
No,
or...
just what are you currently listening to? What is in your current playlist?
For me right now, it's actually Clay Aiken.
Okay.
Fuck
Daz?
off, you-
Noise. Go toxic first.
Oh,
yeah, give me some time. I gotta get my fucking playlist open over here,
Let me guess,
motherfucker.
Hold on, let me guess.
This
Oh,
is
he's probably
He's got Justin Bieber, Justin
No.
Timberlake.
Hate them. They can
Yeah.
suck a dick.
Britney
Bull
Spears.
crap! I can hear you all the way from my house, wherever you
Only
live,
listen
singing
to the old
"Baby,
ones.
No,
baby, baby."
Talk-
Oh.
No, toxic. He's got. I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie
Yes.
world.
Now that's
I'm
a
not
good
afraid to
one.
go grab a gun.
Quality.
It's
I'm not afraid to grab a gun.
plastic, you can brush my hair and just be everywhere.
All right, look. If we're gonna be, are we gonna be honest? Are we gonna be honest? Okay, guys. All right. I'll be honest. I will be honest. My number one person that I listen to on Spotify the most recently, ever since I got into their music, Gorillaz.
Decent.
All right, that's not terrible though.
But they're the newer ones. If I want to go old school, I could go to my records and I could pull out some Pink Floyd or some Elvis Presley and jam out to
Dude, they're
that.
actually coming back out with vinyl stuff now.
Why do you think I like
it's been out
vinyl
for a
so
while.
much?
Yeah.
Vinyl
Vinyl's
just sounds
good.
better.
Coming back out for about
Operative
15
says
years.
that he's learned to be skeptical. Also, he works in private security, so he knows the signs of a lying person. Behavior.
Can you learn how to speak?
Behavior. You know what? Fuck it.
That word.
Analysis is part of a job. Part of his job.
Yeah.
Why can't I say the word like stroking owl? Like I'm having a stroke. I'm having an actual stroke. Behavioral.
Behavioral.
Behavior. There it is. I got it. That was the term, behavior. Oh my god, why was that so hard? Like,
She
I
wanted to know
literally
that
forgot
too.
how to read for like a second. My God,
All
damn.
right.
Oh shit!
So-
It's the Lord's name in vain. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned.
Oh,
I
you're,
Whoops.
don't. Who the fuck?
So-
Okay, I think Eminem. I can recognize that, but I don't know who the hell Cream Nightclub and Upsal is. I don't
You know,
know
I
who
actually
the.
do that a lot. Actually, I should really gotta stop doing that. I'm sorry, I'm distracted. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Skittles. Go for it.
no, it's all right. All right. Now this one might be a little bit tougher for you guys, because
Okay.
you can only choose one. But who is your all-time favorite artist or band?
Oh,
damn.
I have one.
Ooh.
Pick one.
All time.
All
I've
time.
got one.
Oh god.
Can it be from like any era?
Yeah,
Any
I don't
era.
think. I don't think
Any
era
era.
matters.
I don't restrict on that.
Damn, that's
Make
really
this
is a
back.
tough one. Shit.
I got
Who
one.
wants to go
Skittles.
first?
Yes, TLB. That is my guitar that I'm strumming in the background
I think-
because I'm
And
keeping
I'll make it-
myself.
I'll
I
make
think
it a little
because
bit
Skittles
busy.
asked the question,
It-
he
it could be
gets to go first.
It can be somebody that you've maybe recently discovered who's like taken the place of a band of the past, like somebody that you just discovered now, and you're like, I need this
Well,
in
I
my
did-
life, and this like trumps everything else I've ever liked.
I got a.
Okay,
If there's
if I
something
was gonna
for
pick
you.
one, I would have to say it's the acapella group Home Free.
Oh.
right.
Oh, that's good.
What's up, Antonio?
Their
Cool.
version of Elvira was on fire.
All their versions are so good.
Yeah.
My goodness.
I have I like Blake Shelton.
Oh yeah, he's
Who?
good too.
Blake Sheldon.
Blake Shelton.
Sheldon is his last name.
Blake Shelton, yeah.
Oh, okay.
He was
Messaging me on
coach on
Discord.
The Voice for 23 seasons.
Why
Fa-
is this coming with a bunch of T's and dots?
favorite artist? I would have to say it's the band I recently discovered about 2 years ago. They're a British band. They're called Royal Blood. They actually have some
Alright.
great music.
All right.
Mine
one,
is
Dad?
Oh, thanks, Albert.
Alexandra
I
K.
appreciate that, man.
Oh,
And
jeez.
it's Shelton. Okay, Shelton. I thought it was Sheldon. I was like,
Yeah,
"What
the
are
same,
No.
the same
Yeah, he's a country
freaking.
singer.
No, Blake Shelton.
You know, one of my all-time favorite country singer, and you guys may disagree with me, and you might shun me, but the greatest country singer, in my opinion, was John Denver.
Willie Nelson.
Oh my god.
I love John
I-
Denver. He was
now-
one of a kind.
I'm
I
a
never
huge fan
considered
of
John
country music,
that
so
much of a country
Rodney
singer.
Atkins
Someone
isn't
I
bad.
consider
either.
him
I
more
kinda like
folk.
Rodney Atkins.
He was, to me, John Denver was more folk, but I agree he's a fucking amazing singer.
Some
It's so
older
sad
songs.
Oh
taken
yeah.
His
taken away
voice was
too soon.
always so clear, no matter what.
Oh hell yeah!
I
Oh,
am
yeah.
a
I
huge
played the
fan
shit out of
country
mountain music or of country roads. I played the shit out of that.
Country
Like, crazy was
Roads,
like, oh hell yeah!
Sunshine on my
Digital.
shoulders.
Shoulders.
I mean, if we're gonna
Sunny
do
Side. I think
country
that's Annie's song.
singers, I gotta go with Willie Nelson. Willie Nelson's a great country singer, in my opinion.
I have not heard
Heard
his
of him
music.
personally.
What about you, Jay? Who's your favorite country singer?
Oh god, that's hard.
they-
That's so hard.
That's what she
Because
said.
I really listen to like a very, very
Yeah, you
mixed.
seem you kind of seem like a country girl.
Oh yeah, I am a country girl, but I listen
I
to
turned
a
her into
lot of
country. Yeah. Huh?
really. So it's kind of hard to choose. Maybe.
I'm doing okay, Antonio. Just chilling out with the guys, playing some
Okay, pick
guitar.
at least
What I have the
your
most.
favorite out of 5.
Out
Make it a little bit easier.
of
Where
5.
is it?
Oh,
She's
I
looking
did-
at her playlist.
She is, yeah.
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
hardcore, like dead staring at it.
she's got to go through that
She's like,
list.
that one? No, not that one. Skip.
No.
That one? Left swipe. Nope.
Oh, XC's always here, operative. XC's always going to be in my chat. She's one of my managers. She's my only manager.
Operative, if you're new to
Nobody
my,
can manage toxic. Nobody puts
looking
manager.
for more
Nobody
support
puts
for
fuck in the
freaking
corner.
banjo, dude.
looking
It's
more
not even
for-
banjo. That's the thing. It's just the Telecaster.
Okay,
Oh
well, it
yeah, I
sounds
heard
like a
about
banjo.
those things.
Hey, TOB, welcome
Alright.
to my chat.
Well,
Thank
Dazzo, I
you.
actually missed what you had
Dropping
said
a
about
like.
your favorite artist. I didn't quite get it.
Yeah, I
Who
didn't
would you
quite
say
get
was?
it.
Alexandra K.
Okay,
Alexandra
K.
Is
Roque.
that one of the new girls?
Yeah, she's one of the new girls that was
Oh, I know.
rose to popularity
Oh
the
yeah,
last few years.
he's good.
Alright.
Okay, if we're gonna talk like I'm kind of being a little random for a minute, but if we're gonna talk like pop singers from like Nickelodeon shows, easily for me,
Oh,
Victoria Justice,
Oh,
Elizabeth
God.
Gillies, right
Oh,
there.
no.
Oh Yeah.
Okay.
All day.
Listen.
Listen.
brain
Just
broke.
because they're on, and Big Time Rush. But listen, just because they're on a freaking Nickelodeon show does not mean they aren't, still a band, still musicians.
Yeah.
Just because they're on freaking Nickelodeon. Everybody hates a band because, they were on Nickelodeon. Who gives a shit? They're still a freaking musical band. They still produce hit
And they have
music.
good music.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you know what? I am a little bit of a freak for a boy bands, but there's only two: Big Time Rush and Backstreet
Hey,
Boys.
operative.
Well, don't get me wrong.
And
Yeah.
a little bit of NSYNC. Not
Eh.
too much.
Welcome.
The Beach Boys are a good boys band in my opinion, along with the Beatles.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, if we're gonna go old school, definitely the Beach Boys.
Beach Boys, the Beatles.
Beatles, absolutely.
Gotta have the Beatles.
Peter,
in my
Paul, and
opinion.
Mary.
Looking
Actually,
for more people. I need 5 more people to get to 1,100.
John, Paul, George, and Ringo. Gotta have them. You gotta.
Yeah. Oh, that's the
And
old school stuff.
don't forget the Who. Can't forget the Who.
Who's that?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't.
You've
I don't
never
know who
heard
that
of
is.
the Who?
I have not.
Oh my god.
Is it like an old band or something?
Listen, not everybody
They're from
can
the
listen to every damn
70s.
song in the world, Like, damn, you know how many times a day I go through at work, somebody's like, oh, you know this song? I'm like, no. Oh my god, you don't know that song? I'm like, no, because I can't know every goddamn song in the world.
Do you know how many songs I have on my playlist?
People are like, oh, you're too young for that song. No, it's not that I'm too young for the song. It's, I never had the opportunity to freaking hear it.
Spotify. Open up
It's just that you have a different
Spotify.
music taste.
Let's
Exactly.
see.
Well, I have
How
a different genre of music. Some people blast rap and the freaking subwoofers as they pull in, and they turn that vibration up any louder, they're gonna bust their damn windows
Well, thank
out.
you.
Oh yeah.
They're like, I'm like, that's not music.
No, it's not.
That's just distortion.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
not the Who's from the Grinch. They were a band in the 70s.
The Who's from the Grinch.
Correction, the band from the 60s.
Excuse me. They were in the late 60s into the early 70s. My time is a little off. Fuck off. Just because of that, I'm going back to my banjo guitar, apparently, because it sounds like a banjo.
He's been watching too much Deliverance.
Well, okay, you know what? Let's take a
I've
vote.
never even
If
seen the
all in
movie.
favor of something, it sounded like a banjo. Say aye. Raise your hand.
It's not a banjo.
Well, as a
It's a
guitar
banjo.
player, bass player, no, that's a guitar for sure. Because I know what a banjo sounds like, and that's not a
Screw your
banjo.
experience with the banjo.
It's not, because I can't play a banjo.
I mean, the banjo is pretty much the same thing as the guitar. It just has 4 strings and sounds like that.
It has 5 strings.
It's tuned different.
Okay, well, you know what? I don't know anything about certain instruments. Okay? Piano's my gig, and like a very little bit of guitar.
Yeah.
I did start writing a song on the guitar. I could play that.
I always thought it was really funny that the term pianist is a thing.
Mhm.
I always thought that was.
He's a
like,
pianist.
That word
Heard
kind
that
of
term
creeps
as
me
a
out. I'm
kid.
not gonna lie. Pianist.
Yeah, I
I don't know
heard that
why,
as a
but that
kid.
word just does not do it for me.
I
I prefer
I'm
to
a
stick with
pianist.
musician.
Yeah,
I think it's because it's got the word P in it. I think that's just.
because it's
No.
just another word.
Oh, what do you do? Oh, pianist.
That's fun.
No, I'm not.
I know,
Okay, I
right?
got a fun story that you would like. So this one really, you could tell this girl didn't take care of herself. I'm kind of reverting back to the dating thing for a second, but just because the story's hilarious. So this girl was hitting on me really hardcore at Tops. It was like a Tops is kind of like a grocery store around where I live, and it's actually a dying thing because other stores buying it out. But anyway, so this girl's like, "Hey, you want to go on a date?" And she was like, you could tell she was like 400 pounds easy. She never took care of herself a day in her life. She had a bigger mustache than I did. And she
What
was like, "Hey,
mustache?
you want to go on a date?" I'm like, I'm actually gay.
Oh, boy.
And she's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't know." I'm like, "Yeah. Bye, Helga." My buddy Jack, he's walking around the store with me. He's like, "Dude, are you really gay?" I'm like, "No, but she didn't have to know that." He's like, "So what was your point there?" I'm like, "I let her down without hurting her feelings, and I got myself out of the situation. I defended myself." Yeah, really. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not against big girls. I'm not. But you got to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
You got to have the hygiene. Anyway, getting off the dating thing now. The story popped into my head and I had to share it with you because I thought you'd get a good laugh out of it.
I don't really go deep into the dating thing because... Do I have
just don't
someone?
Maybe a
Yes, I
sensitive
do.
Subject for some.
I have someone, but it's very controversial of who I have. Because everyone
Oh.
judges me.
Yeah, see, I don't like judgy people.
So I kind of just stay out of the area.
Well, I think the
Everyone
reason
has
why People judge because we know it's Rosie Palm.
I feel
No,
like people judge because their life is
Oh,
boring
nobody got
enough
the
that they
joke.
can't. They have to pay attention to somebody else's life.
I don't play with my hand, you stupid fuck. It's actually a person. Jesus Christ.
Or Rosie was this person.
No,
Wait,
there's
what?
actually a. He made a Palm.
Apparently,
He
you missed the joke. You guys missed the joke.
He made a Pamela Anderson
Did you
joke.
make a right hand joke?
Yeah, he
I
did.
made a right hand joke.
He
I
made
said
a
Rosie
hand
Palm.
joke.
And a hand joke.
Who said I used my right hand?
Hilarious.
I could have said Rosie Palm and her 4 daughters, but I didn't say that.
It's Pamela Anderson and her 5 sisters.
Oh.
I never. That one I hadn't
Wait,
heard.
what?
I've always said it like that if I'm joking around with someone about it. But that's not who
Oh, I
I'm
guess that's
dating.
cool.
I'm just different.
Okay, that's fair. It's not. There's nothing wrong with being different.
It's just
All right, so
my personal preferences.
all right, before we get too crazy here, this is gonna be another excerpt for this little format here. It's about or myself or for Toxic or even now for Apex. In our case, for Toxic, who inspired you to pick up the guitar?
That would be my 10th grade music teacher. Because at the time, I was just going to school. This was like a literal jail school. It was meant for the kids that did the stupid shit and got in trouble. And it was my only escape in this school was my music teacher. He was amazing. He dressed like he was still in the fucking 70s. Wore Hey Dudes all the time.
Nice.
Had the big curly hair, the retro shirts and everything. He was a really cool cat.
So in other words, what you're saying, he was a real life Shaggy.
Basically. It was, but he didn't have the facial hair or anything. He just had the big curly hair and he had the colorful retro shirts and
I was
everything.
gonna go with you, the curly hair or the big giant circular fro.
Not that big. He had, you know how people, they get the top of their hair completely long, but the rest of it has been shaved off?
Oh yeah,
He did that look.
like the Slim Jim guy.
Yeah, basically, but he let it go wild all around the top of his head. He was cool.
That's crazy.
But anyways, he had a little tiny section. It was a little, maybe 10 by 10 square area of just musical instruments. Drums, keyboard, a ton of guitars. And one day I asked, hey, could I play one of those? I like musical instruments. He was like, sure. And I just started to pick up a guitar and play slowly over time. And I learned by ear. I never really read sheet music. Because it's stupid and
That's actually
complicated.
where my struggle is right now. I've always learned off of like YouTube videos, so I'm getting to the point now where I'm learning sheet music, and I can read it to a point. I'm just not fast enough to play like. So if a song is in like 4/4 or whatever, I can't read the music fast enough to play the 4/4. And then I always start and stop halfway through the song to make sure I'm getting the notes right, because I can't trust my fingers to like make it happen. Make it sound right. So then the song doesn't sound right anyway because I'm trying to make it sound right, but I keep stopping in the middle of playing the damn song.
See, I
So
don't
then I
know
go
what
back
any
and I
of that
try to
means.
actually match the 4/4 by remembering what I played before, and it's a nightmare. So sheet music for me is actually really hard to learn.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
know what
trying.
any of that shit means. I just play by ear.
Well, sight. Okay, so I've struggled with sight reading pretty much my entire music life. I've never really. I couldn't comprehend. Like my brain couldn't wrap around the notes.
Like
Now-
I understand, right? Keep going.
When I picked up on somewhat was tablature, which is only found in guitar, bass, and things like that, where it's the notes. Notes on the guitar. So, for example, if you're looking for an E for bass,
Why
it's
do you want to
an
tell
E
Xander to get on and
on the
watch? I
fourth
don't want
string
him to
will be
watch.
represented by 0.
Why would you want him to watch?
Because that's an open E.
Well,
on
I
the
do
fourth
know
Why
for
would you want
acoustic
him to watch
guitars,
me?
it's
That's
actually
freaky.
easier to
Same
write
thing.
music for
I
those
don't-
because acoustic guitars.
That'd freak my ass out.
I don't know about bass, but
Ac-
if you're writing
acoustic
music with
guitars
acoustic
and
guitars, it's like there's
guitars-
only the treble clef.
No, there's so bass clef bass is 1 octave lower than guitar, physically lower than a guitar.
Fuck.
6-string guitars all across
That
the
hurts after a
board,
while.
for the most part, are standard tune E A D G B E. All the notes are going to be the same. how they're constructed, how they're formed. Now, if you're doing alternate tunings, I'm not even talking about that because that changes everything.
Oh yeah, that's like
But when
down
you're
tuning
talking
and
about
everything.
standard tuning, EADGBE, it's going to be the same on an acoustic. It's going to be the same on electric. Same notes. Bass is the first 4 strings, or typically, so it's EADG. And in the case of a 5-string, like mine, it's a low B, so BEADG.
Where are these
And
bugs
if you
coming
have
from,
a
bro?
6-string bass, then the last note is a C. So they're all tuned in fourths. So if you look at a B to E, C to D, whatever, that's all a fourth apart. So the chord construction for me I didn't really sit in. I was like, okay, this is breaking my brain or whatever, trying to read notes. And I'm like, okay. So like Toxic, I spent my life just learning, listening to the song, and then just finding my root notes. Just finding, okay, what note is that? Okay, if I can hear it, let's see if I can find it on my strings. And then, there it is. Okay, there's that. Then what's that relating to? Where's that going?
Right.
And then, okay, now I've got this. And
Well, the thing that gets me about piano the most is, like, I can read the basic note on the staff. Like, I can read A, B, C,
Right.
D, E, F, G all the way up to
Yeah.
the staff in both right
I
and
can't
left
even
hand. The
do
problem
that.
is when they start throwing
What?
the different notes and like the half notes, the quarter notes, the dotted half notes. Then they have the freaking legato slurs, and then they got all this other freaking crap in the thing. They're like, wait, back the hell up, slow down.
It's
And
even
that-
worse when you put pitches on it.
Yeah. Or
Well,
then they
yeah,
have
you're
little
king-
pedal
Oh,
thing
yeah.
too.
yeah, pedal movement too. Yeah, and that's why my grandmother once said to my mom when I was very, very young, she said, he's going to be a piano player. And I'm like, I wish I would have been, but I'm not. Piano is very odd because, one, it's a percussive instrument.
Don't worry,
so it's not a
operative.
string instrument,
He's
it's a percussive instrument
fine.
because
Right.
the
He's
hammer
paying
are
attention
actually
to his
what
phone,
hits,
which is
makes contact
down
with the
below.
strings, so they consider it a
So he's
percussive.
looking at his phone. You can
Two.
see it
What I
with the
like
light
about
on his
piano is It
screen.
can be both a backup instrument for
He's
like a
fine.
lead guitar, or it can
Yeah.
be a lead instrument.
Yeah.
It's
in
a lead and
itself.
a rhythmic instrument.
Works either way.
You know,
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, listen to Jordan Rudess from Dream Theater, how he can just trade licks with John Petrucci, or in just a really awesome, just freeform jazz thing, can just do some of the most amazing. My brain can't wrap
Jay, is
around
that a
with it.
guitar you have in your hand?
Nope.
Ukulele.
Oh, okay, cool.
So,
I didn't know you played
Um,
instruments.
all right, so Toxic,
Yes.
you play piano. Who
Well,
inspired you?
I don't play piano.
I meant Apex. I'm sorry.
I'm about to say I don't play piano. What the fuck?
Hey, my microphone didn't fucking work, so give me some breaks here.
Microphone? I think you mean your mouth, you stupid son of
No
a bitch.
excuses.
Hey, how you
Operator
doing?
error.
Hi, Xander. Oh shit.
Dazzo, do you play any instruments?
Nope.
Come on, man.
He's the head of a
Never
talk show.
done
That's
that.
all he
Right,
needs.
doesn't seem like you ever
Play
had.
the kazoo or something.
Hi,
Dazzo. We're all musicians in this
Xander.
place.
I never
Hey,
fully got
fuck.
into it, even in high school.
I'm not gonna look at the
Listen, it was
screen.
funny. So in high school, when I was learning how to play the recorder, you know that little stupid ass little fucking flute thing. Well,
Kazoo's
that
the
was when
most
I first
complex
learned about
instrument.
learning about music and sheets and all that stuff, right? That was the day that I learned you could not copy off the next person next to you, like where they were playing. I'm like, where the fuck are we? Shit, we got the same paper. So I was kind of blew into the thing and moved my fingers around to make it look good. I had no idea what I was doing.
Man, I was all about playing hockey,
doing?
sports.
I mean, I
Yeah,
played
you're
sports
one of
too. I
the-
played football in high school for
one
2
of the
years until I got
jobs.
tackled by a guy 3 times my size, then I had spinal injuries. I'm
I
like,
never
yeah,
said
we're
that.
done with this sport. We're moving to baseball.
I never
Yeah,
said
trust me,
Xander. I never said that.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. For one thing, for me, there were many avenues that inspired me to pick up.
Xander, I
I've
never
already
said anything
scrubbed
like
you,
that. I never said anything
One
like that, Xander.
was I've been musically inclined since I was about 2 years old, and I was singing at age 2. By the time I was 4 years old, I was obsessing about drums, like I want a drum set. I'm from the MTV, the first generation of MTV kids, and I'm not talking adults or
The
teenagers.
good
I'm talking about
MTV.
a child when MTV was actually a thing.
When it was actually
When
music
MTV
videos.
played music
Yeah.
videos, when it
Yeah,
was.
that's not even. Is it MTV?
It's
still
not
a
even
thing?
MTV is literally empty TV. It is
Yep.
dog crap garbage. Why it's even called MTV anymore, I have no idea. But
So it's
the
kind of like
biggest
Fox
thing,
News.
not even that. No, it's even worse than that. Um, so I think for me, um, the music bug was already in me, and when I was about 8,
Hey,
little story about this. My dad
tell
used
him that
to,
I'm live
when people owed him
But
money,
I
they would pay him
never
in music
said it.
instruments,
Sky,
guitars,
oh my
basses,
god,
amplifiers,
Sky,
whatever.
what did you get me into?
And so I think part of my
What did you get me
obsession
into,
with music
Sky?
comes from that, but also, um, he had an acoustic guitar, an old Aria, that I used to take out of the closet and pick at it or whatever. And all my parents were kind of freaked out about that because they're like, "Well, he's gonna break it." And because I was very destructive as a kid, I mean, all my toys never survived.
Don't make me say it.
I wasn't
Please.
destructive as a kid. I was just accident prone.
No, I was a destructive SOB. Like I break shit. I would get so mad at break
I mean,
shit.
I would break shit if I got pissed. Like I can't tell you how many times I flipped my desk over at school.
Yeah, well, I never did that, but I definitely broke toys. So they were
Broke
always
faces.
concerned about that. Plus, yeah, well, I'll get to that in a second. And I remember about being 12 years old, I got my very first electric guitar. It was basically a Les Paul copy. It was called a Grande or Grande. And I never liked playing guitar because I don't have good fast chord changes. Like I can't, like your traditional shapes. I couldn't go from like certain chords to certain chords, like a C to a G. That's a really hard transition chord for me. Or
yeah, that actually is on guitar.
yeah, and I couldn't get it right. I could do power chords, but I've also got big hands, so it's like, well, they didn't really fit properly on the guitar because they're just monsters.
yeah, I'm still on it.
Not like
I have
sausages, but they're
one
just
of those-
bass player hands. So a
Sausages.
friend of mine and I were sitting outside because we were talking about being in a band, and this is in the mid '80s, and we were thinking, okay, well, we love Metallica, we love
Wait, can you do it
Guns N'
right-
Roses. I mean,
right
this is
now?
like the biggest bands of our lifetimes. And I'm like, okay, what do I want to do? And he's like, well, if you can't get a drum set, because let's face it, drums are bloody expensive.
Yeah.
Even back then, I mean, yes, you can get shitty kits and whatever today, but if you really look at it, drums are one of the most expensive instruments to get involved with, or get involved with. And what I remember was him saying, you know what? If you can't get a drum set and you don't really want to play guitar, why don't you try your hand at bass?
My cousin
And I'd
and
kind of, when I was about 12 years old, I kind of, sort of fiddled with the bass. And I was
Yeah,
like,
but
eh,
bass still is a guitar though.
it is, but it's a different animal. I mean, a lot of people don't get that bass is its own monster. It's its own thing because
Oh yeah, definitely.
You
It
are-
definitely is.
you are just in a whole different realm because you're thinking in different terms. Like you're thinking
So let me
mostly.
ask you this then: if I were to take two of the strings off of my acoustic guitar, will it become a bass guitar?
Never. It's a wrong tuning. It's I'm sorry. It's too high range. In other words, you're an octave higher in guitar.
Yeah, but can't you
Yeah.
tune it for
No,
the bass?
you could not tune an octave. You could not tune it to properly play it to the level
So what
that
you're
a bass.
saying is a bass guitar has its own specialty type of string.
Yeah, that's why they're thick, because they have to drop down. They're literally an octave lower, so that's why
So
the
the
strings.
bottom three strings are actually different thicknesses than an acoustic. An
Oh,
acoustic
by far, yeah.
little string.
Like the gauge is all millimeters, and so my gauge is a 130 millimeter, 105, 85, 65, and
Jeez.
45.
Which is big. That's big.
Your one string, your 45 on my string, is going to be your E string on a
Oh.
guitar. That's how big of a difference there is. So when I went to bass, I was like, okay, all right, I'll give it a try. But
Are you
what
really gonna
really
make me say it,
inspired me, though,
Bubs?
there was two
Are you
musicians
seriously
that inspired me the most.
Going to make me say
Steve Harris
this?
of Iron Maiden and Cliff Burton of Metallica.
Are
Two
you
of the most
seriously
influential
gonna
bass
do
players
this
of my lifetime, my
and make me
generation.
say what I think you're
As
gonna
a
make me say?
teenager, as a preteen, as a teenager, that's who inspired me the most. Because what they were doing with bass was nothing I'd ever heard before. Yes, there were people before them that were somewhat like that. Cliff was a riffer. He played bass more like a guitar. Steve played bass like, I can't even describe it because he championed the gallop. Listen to the that was invented, but he's he attacked it and the way they both played. I also don't play with picks. I use the
See, I
finger
play with
technique.
picks.
Guitar players would. Most guitar. Well, there's a few exceptions. I know Lindsey Buckingham of Fleetwood Mac never. It's all finger plucked. And
The only song I can play on the guitar is like "What Makes You Beautiful" by One
Oh
Direction,
my goodness.
and the
Right.
half a song that I have written. That's
I
it.
love
Yeah.
that song.
Oh, and I can also
And-
play "Hush Little Baby." But I learned that for a girl I was dating that actually had a kid, so I wrote kind of my own arrangement to it, and it made just that way she could sing
What
that
happened,
arrangement
Jake?
to the kid.
Computer died.
Right.
Oh,
Your what, da? Your what, huh?
My computer died and I can't.
Seriously? You're going to make me say this. You're gonna make me say it.
Oh well,
Your
I'm on a
phone's
phone
just
right
as
now.
Oh my Christ.
So, that's kind of why I got into the whole music thing and why, picking up bass is kind of like, well, it was last resort essentially.
So I got
Part
into
of it too.
piano
Part of it too.
because of an artist on YouTube. I don't know if you guys have heard of her, but it's called. Her name is Pianist Miri, or she also goes by Miri Lee.
Never
I think
heard
her
of her.
channel is, and she plays extraordinary piano. Like she takes the piano covers that I do for like the One Direction covers, and she like tops it times 10. I'm like, I want to learn how to play just like that.
Why?
And what is it, my now? 6 or 7 years later, off and on doing it, and I'm still nowhere near that.
Yeah.
Like her fingers move so damn fast, dude. It's like it messes with your mind.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
takes years of practice.
You
No,
are
she-
torturing me.
she's-
You realize this,
It's like
Believe it. That's good players that do. It's like there's strings. I mean, it's like you're playing so fast, your strings are just gonna,
right.
or
The
you're
only
gonna
thing I hate about
cut
guitar.
fire or
Don't
whatever.
get me wrong, I've heard some great guitar music, but the thing I hate about guitar is you always hear when they slide down the fretboard. You always hear the zzz. You
Oh,
always
I
hear
love that. I love that sound though. I love that sound.
Why did you have to tell
It's
him
almost like
no?
it ruins the song because then you hear the song and then you hear zoop and then you hear the rest of the pitch and then you're like, ugh. It's kind of like scratching your car trying to get out of a parking space. You know you're backing up, and then you hear that noise when you scrape up against something and then you're like, shit.
Right.
That's what it sounds like to me. I mean, that's probably like a really bad or off the wall comparison, but
Right. So, on that topic here, was the instrument you play now your first choice? Was it what you wanted to play ultimately, or did you like with my story? It was basically drums, the guitar, then bass.
yeah,
And
ultimately
like,
for me it was the piano, and that's what
Yeah.
I'm absolutely best at. The guitar I picked up just so because it was my belief a long time ago, and I mean this still kind of is to a degree, but it was my belief that every musician should be able to play at least 2 instruments, at least. But at the same time, if you're really good enough at one of them, is the second one really required? So I'm kind of on the fence on my own belief. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, obviously you should focus on one instrument, get good at that instrument before you try to pick up another one, which is kind of why I dropped off of guitar for a while and went back to just focusing on piano. But at the same time, I still
Sometimes it's
maintain
best
what
to
I do
focus
know
on
on
one.
guitar.
I was just bored, to be honest. I get
You-
bored so easy. I'm like, well, even though I don't consider myself a drummer, I can play drums. And
See, I do have my dad's old electric drum set. My dad passed away back in like 2020 of a stroke, but I have his drum
Yeah,
set.
that might be
old,
on
like,
your end, operative,
and it's
because
an electric drum
from what
set,
I'm
but
seeing, it's not
in
doing that
pieces,
on
and
my
pieces are
end or
missing,
anyone
and I
else's,
can't put the whole
actually.
thing together and reassemble it. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do with it. Eventually,
you never
I'd like
know.
to try to figure out how to put it together.
Maybe
Oh,
it's
we
a good
might
place
get
to
the
find
parts
art.
for it someday.
Yeah,
I'd
maybe.
keep it, yeah.
I mean, that thing is so old. I don't even know if I can get the parts for it. I had to like hire somebody to come to my house and be like, "Hey,
Oh
how
yeah.
does that
Okay, then maybe
motherfucker
it's
go
just
together?"
my end.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my story is different. I mean, we all know when you're younger, you fuck around with like the little flute or whatever it is when you're a kid.
Dude, you know what's always funny is, real quick before we get into that story, I started out on the piano playing the little fucking phone apps, like the little
Yep.
piano button
Oh,
app things,
yeah,
and then I
those
upgraded
ones.
to like a little kid 66 key piano thing, and then I bought my first ever huge piano, an
Ooh.
upright, a Kohler, a 1991 Kohler and Campbell for $2,500, which sits out there. I have a second piano in a storage unit that I got for free for a church, but then I have behind me over there, that's that long black thing, is my electric keyboard.
Oh, those things are the best.
Yeah, there's so many settings on it. I just can't tell which ones I like. But anyway, Toxic, I'm
And
sorry
they
to
sound
interrupt
so
you.
good.
Go ahead and tell us your story.
No, it's all right. It's all right. So about, I want to say 12, 13 years of my age, I started to get into the drums because it was something needed for middle school if I wanted to be
drums
in.
were your first instrument.
Basically, but it was like the little snare drum that you could do during your school class thing.
Yeah.
So a marching band.
Yeah, basically. I did that for 6 months. Couldn't get into it for the life of me. No matter what I did, I was just not interested in the drums. So basically, I dropped off. Then, 3 years later, I go to a different school. I meet the awesome 70s style music teacher and start getting into the piano a little bit. Then I'm like, I can't do piano. I can't do that two-hand, can't figure that shit out. No.
Well, the thing that messes a lot of people up with piano is switching from a white key to a black key.
That's so confusing.
And even on my electric piano behind me, a lot of times I'll be tuning along to a song. I can play it perfect without any issues on my other piano because the keys are wider and like the black keys are wider. On this, like the keys are glossed over with something, right? So like your fingers slip and slide off of the damn key as you push down on it, and they're a lot narrower. Even though it's 88 keys, it's compacted into a smaller device. It's not as big as my upright piano in the other room. So like, and again, they're glossed over. So when you push
there's the line.
The key, your finger slips off of it, and then you hit a wrong note, and it's like.
Oh, they're not even weighted either.
That too.
Yeah, it makes a difference.
But yeah.
By the way, the difference between white keys and black keys: white keys are your majors, and minors are your black keys.
Of course. But
Yeah, sharps and flats.
Yep,
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I learned maybe one song on the piano, and it's the only song I can play where I can do one-handed at first and swap the other hand by taking the other hand off, and that's Axel F from Beverly Hills Cop, because it's such an easy song for me to control with one hand and then swap my hands. Yeah,
The Herbie Hancock song.
Yeah, that one. I learned that on piano. It took me about a week, and then I'm like, I can't get into piano. And then I just grabbed a Fender Stratocaster, which is his main guitar that the music teacher had, and I just played. I slowly just started playing over time.
Right.
First song I think I remember learning was actually Ghost Riders in the Sky, because
nice.
It was a song my dad would play all the time, and it's like, well, that's a cool song. I want to learn how to play it and impress my dad. And then I learned it.
I taught myself some like really cutesy songs when I was getting into like music writing. So I taught myself I wrote, and I had never looked it up on a video.
Xander.
Wrote it down on YouTube.
Xander.
I just played the piano, learned by ear, and actually can play My Darling Clementine from that.
Yeah. That's cool.
I mean, that was just like when I got into music writing, like, okay, how am I going to figure out what sounds that I like that I want to add into my own song? So I learned My Darling Clementine. I actually have my own music writing method, and what it is you take a song and you learn it. So for this example, we'll use My Darling Clementine. Okay, so you learn the whole song and you play it. Then you start to change some of the lyrics. Not all of the lyrics, but some of the lyrics. And then you get to a point where you play the same melody, but with your slightly different lyrics. And then you get into the part where you change all of the lyrics. Now you've got the entire lyrics of your own song, but you play them off of My Darling Clementine's sound. And then you start to change the sound.
Xander, I did not reject you. Stop making us a bigger scene than it has to be.
My Darling Clementine sound, and then you will suddenly have a new sound that you didn't know you didn't have before, based off of a bass. So you're building off of that Clementine bass. Now you already have your lyrics. Then you have your new sound. You put the lyrics and your new sound together, you've got your song. It's a very complicated method, but it works. That's how I wrote the song that I have.
It sounds easy.
That's what?
It's easier than making it from scratch sometimes, though.
Yeah,
No, I
exactly.
just
Like
agree
sometimes what I
because
do,
that's
I
how I
actually did
came
this little
from.
wheel thing where I would push a button and this little thing would spin and give me a topic.
Oh yeah.
And so the one topic I got recently was heartbreak. I'm like, while I can relate to this, do I really want to write a depressing song?
No, obviously not.
Well, actually, yeah, because it sells.
That's true, actually.
True.
Emotional songs sell.
True.
Emotional songs sell a lot. And if you can make people emotional, you know,
Matter of
in a
fact,
way
that's
with
actually a good point
music,
because
then
one of Clay Aiken's
it's
greatest hits was "I Survived the Crash."
yeah. And for me, writing was just something I naturally fell into as a musician.
Jesus.
Because of what I was
fucking
inspired by growing
Xander,
up, I said, not necessarily that
you're
I could do it,
seriously going to make me
but
say
I
this
said,
live?
I think
Are you
I could
seriously going to make me
contribute
do
to
this?
something like that.
Yeah.
And I was already writing stories when I was like in, third and fourth grade. So writing was already something naturally that came to me.
Right.
Writing lyrics was just like, okay.
And the song that I do
I'll
have
think
written,
about
I actually have it written out in sheet music. As a matter of fact, let me go show it to you really quick. It's out in my other file cabinet. Piano I can't play because it desperately needs a tuning.
I only ever wrote one song before.
I've written, I think in my lyric library that I've actually been able to pull digitally because I haven't converted everything over. Most stuff is on records. I've got maybe 800 songs lyrically,
Holy cow.
and
Wow.
about 200 are not either fully fleshed out or realized. Some are just titles. Some are
Oh.
verses or choruses that I've kind of strung together, and
Yeah.
kind of haven't picked at for years. But I'll tell you, one of the biggest reasons why I wanted to be a musician was for the girls. It was all. No, I'm not. It was all about. It was all about.
I'm sorry, I had
could
something in
get
my
a girl?
throat. But seriously,
Because
Xander,
nothing
live.
has ever made me happy.
Maybe.
And having somebody I could play for, that I not to like, oh hey, I'm gonna brag about this. No, it was about, hey, I want to be inspired by you. You're my muse. So let me, into your life, if you will. And, it may sound kind of pathetic that, oh, he's just a typical guy. He just got it for the pussy. No, it was simply because
No, actually.
I thoroughly enjoy writing for, women. I like writing those songs. I think they're great. I don't write like,
Yes, more on
the pervert
9:30
song or whatever.
or
I'm
right at
like more about the
9:30.
emotional side. I mean, I've got a trilogy I wrote.
Or I don't know yet. I know I'm
Basically a
streaming
ballad. It was
tomorrow.
a trilogy ballad that I wrote, and it was, for a particular girl I really loved. I really cared about.
It'll be
She
at
didn't know it,
8
but I
morning.
did. And it's like,
Fine, Xander.
when
I
you're
fucking
inspired,
love you. There, are you
you're
happy?
gonna do whatever
Jesus
you can
Christ,
to
you're my
write
fucking
for whatever
boyfriend for
you're
fuck's sake.
inspired for. And
Are you
it's
happy?
usually a girl.
Are you proud?
And it was
You're
always nice to
fucking
see,
me.
girls in the audience too. I
Yeah.
mean, it looks better, in my opinion. I was never going to reach the heights of Def Leppard, where it's like 70% of your audience is women. That's never going to happen. But, but that was, that may be, that was like kind of the superficial reason why I got into it. But I was like, hey, I enjoy this. And
This is seriously out of order.
music for
Gotta write what
music.
you enjoy.
So, anyway.
You know what? This isn't even. This was actually when I was in the process of actually writing it.
Yeah.
I'm fine. I'm totally fine.
Well, at any rate,
I'm not frustrated. I'm fine.
Are you still frustrated from yesterday?
No. This is something completely different.
I was
you
gonna
want to
say.
moderate my chat? Like,
I can't right now, Ethan. I'm sorry. I'm on a phone right now.
oh, oops.
wow, this was in my really emotional days. Holy shit! This sheet alone gets really deep.
Oh.
Oh,
I don't know if
boy.
you guys can read that.
Let's see it.
Hey, Apex or
Yeah,
Apex.
We got some harmonies there. See.
yeah. Let's do it again. Here, that's all right. I
Awesome.
took it way too soon.
Oh, you got a lot of gloss in that paper.
Yeah,
I love it when there's harmonies in
Reflective.
songs.
It's in a sheet
Yeah.
protector. That's why.
No, I got it. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool.
Wow. That's pretty
Yeah.
good, honestly.
Yeah. So if you want me to, I could play a little bit of this for you, because again, it's not on any social media.
Yeah.
Up to you.
Yeah, it's your call.
He's
I got
raging
you.
on the
Well,
the guitar.
we'll just have to have Toxic lay off the guitar for a little bit so we can hear you jam.
Right.
Huh?
I don't remember the whole thing without the actual sheets in front of me, and I can't figure out where those went unless they're in this other file cabinet right here next to me.
Yeah.
Poor
He's
Mikey.
been on mute
So
for the
really
last
quick while
thing
he's
for a
setting
while.
up, I got a question for you. What was
Son
your
of a...
first?
Well, next time I should probably take the finger out of the...
Ow!
Oh, God, it stings!
Oh, what did you
Definitely
do?
not. It's not Mortal
It was in the
Kombat.
wrong
It's
hole,
just.
apparently.
Oh.
It's just.
Damn, that was ball played.
It's just
That was
me
too
playing a
long.
random song.
Sadly, the-
Literally
sadly,
just
the finger
created
was
this
not.
today. I have no idea what
Sadly,
it
the
is.
finger
I'm
was
just
not
playing
that
something.
Rest in peace, Apex's finger.
Yeah, no doubt, man.
Broken need stitches.
I wonder if the original music is out here.
So,
It's not, I mean, I have it plugged in the amp. The
jeez.
amp's just not
If I
on.
really wanted to, I could just open up the backup copy that I mailed to myself in case of
Yeah.
Hey, Skittles.
Why does that sound off?
Do we have a favorite sponsor coming up?
I think they're called Four Seasons Hosting.
Yes. What do they have?
Servers. All kinds of servers. Game servers. VPS servers. Web hosting servers.
Code servers.
Code servers. And for those that don't know, code servers is basically a storage for, if you write code like PHP or C plus or C sharp,
That's
whatever,
literally all I've been doing.
and you don't want it
I've
lost,
created
you don't
that.
want to take their, you don't want your code to not have a backup place, put it up on one of their servers. Pretty affordable, pretty cheap, great quality.
I found the backup copy that I
and
mailed to
You can
myself.
do that.
Which I mailed this back when I actually wrote and finished the song. So this is still the original packaging that it was mailed to me in years and years ago.
Jesus
It's dated
Christ.
From January 8th of 2019.
Well, that's not that long ago.
No, actually, I thought it was a lot longer than that. But I'm going to have to open it because I'm going to have to rewrite all this out on regular paper again, so I have another copy of it. Because for some reason, my other copy is missing. And then I'll just have to remail it to myself. All right.
I'm fine, everyone. Don't worry, I'm fine. I definitely didn't just jam out on the guitar with my mic muted. With the amplifier on.
Okay, that's page 1. That's page 2. That's page 3.
Subscription.
Go check out
Oh.
our Four Seasons hosting for more information.
Wait a minute. Why do I have... Oh, did I mail 2 copies of it to myself? Yeah, I did. How hot damn. All right, so I'll just make copies of this.
By the way, for those of you that do not know, go check out in my link down below.
Nothing whole... Oh, I gotta turn it
Hey, Holly, how's it going?
Down below, you'll see a link to my merchandising store. If you haven't already, go get yourself some amazing Toxic Atlas merch. I got some Sheriff Nutter shit, along with some... I love my pink pistol merchandising. But yeah, check it out, and you can use the discount code TOXIC10 until September 15th to get 10% off of any order. Got some mugs over there, along with some shirts, hoodies, sweaters, and a sticker.
So these sheets probably won't stay up here. Or maybe they'll make a liar out of me.
Someone's audio is coming through twice again. Jay, I think it's your phone that's picking up extra audio.
Probably.
You might have to turn that down.
Yeah. It's very scratchy on my end.
Alright, hold on.
Alright, can you guys hear? I mean, I'm gonna make sure you guys can hear this before we Anyway,
Flashbacks to yesterday with what did I say yesterday?
Yep, we
I can
hear
hear
it.
it.
Can you guys hear that? Okay.
What was that? Lean on me? That sounds like Lean on Me.
It was the start of it. I didn't play. I kind of purposely screwed up the note though because again, I don't want to get anybody.
I know the freaking intro of that. I'm not that dumb.
All right. So now, if I can remember how to read sheet music properly and I can read my own writing, it should sound
Oh, Lord.
all right. But if not, then this is gonna sound all messed up. How'd that go? I was the. I was supposed to use C chord. Sorry.
Perseus. But we don't talk about the pink thing from yesterday. We don't talk about that.
Shit. C chord.
But is he seriously Mexican? I never knew he was Mexican. It's a shame on me. I never knew he was fucking Mexican. Of course, he's high as hell, so which is gonna be funny.
Shit. C.
The pink thing is a pink pistol. Pink pistols. I hold pink pistols. That's what's in the merch, not the other pink thing. I'm sorry, I don't pay attention. I literally don't pay attention. I'm sorry. He's just so goddamn hot, okay? Leave me the fuck alone. You know, it's my own damn fault for not paying attention. I should move this. I'm covering up Jay's face. How dare I? I can't make it any... I'm not finishing my sentence. That was going to end very badly in more ways than one. Yeah, see, I just don't pay attention. I really don't. Not just because of the fact that he's hot. He is. But the fact that I'm stupid. Do you forget that I'm stupid? It is literally me, Atlas. I'm a stupid idiot who plays games. Doesn't know what he's getting into half the time.
In the last verse.
We don't go there. We don't go there. We're not going there either.
Shit. Oh, sorry, one more verse.
My fingers are actually starting to hurt. I might actually have to put the guitar down because my index finger is starting to hurt. For those of you that do not know, when you play guitar, the strings, you get calluses on your fingers when you play more often. It's not easy. Especially when your fucking hand hurts.
That's the whole thing.
Awesome.
Bravo,
There's,
bravo.
That's good.
Couple things I heard.
But like, I haven't read this since 2019.
A couple of things I heard. Honestly, I could hear two pieces of music in that.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Just really
Three blind
specific.
mice.
Three Blind Mice is one, and then Lean on Me was the other part of it. You could hear like not the same chords, but you could kind of
The
tell
inspiration.
the
Yeah,
pattern.
absolutely.
Inspiration, yeah.
Oh, and hot cross buns.
Wait, what'd you say? Now, there's
Which
there's
one?
other music that I can play for you guys, and I'll play you guys another song after the stream's over, but that one,
Sure.
the one I would play would get you probably demonetized. But that one would sound a
Probably.
lot better than what this sounded like to me.
Oh, that
Actually,
wasn't that
I
bad.
played this for friends way back in the day, and they told me this actually sounds like a church hymn.
It does.
Oh,
that was
it does. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So that being said, right, I thought about rewriting the lyrics from a love song because this is still the one I love version, not the one I loved version. So I was gonna
Right.
change all the lyrics from then. So what I
putting that
might
down.
do is I might change all these lyrics to make it a church song.
There you
Which
go.
wouldn't be that. I mean, it wouldn't be, out of
Because
the realm.
think
but-
about how repetitive it was, right? Because keep in mind, this song
Yeah.
is the very first song I wrote when I first started learning about how to write music. So
Sure.
I made this a bit repetitive because
you ever
those are the
notice-
chords that I was the most comfortable with at the time.
So let me ask you this: what music is not repetitive?
do you
There's
mean?
not a piece of music out there that's not repetitive.
Music
know
is
so many-
very
'cause
patternless.
If you don't have the lyrics turned on, and you just hear the guitars, bass, drums, keyboards, whatever,
Oh, yeah.
for the most part,
Oh,
verse
thanks,
is
operative.
gonna sound this way, chorus gonna sound this way, and it's the same pattern.
Well, I kept
it's
trying
all-
to throw. I don't know if you could hear it, but I kept throwing some twists into it where the chords would jump up and they would jump from around, and change in the middle of the verse, and then the main chorus was supposed to sound exactly the same.
I
Sure.
mean, if you want to listen to this generation of fucking music, everything's repeated.
Oh, yeah.
that's
it is.
actually true.
Nothing is
lyrics have
fucking
no meaning at
original
all.
from back in the days.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I have a problem with a lot of modern music today, because it is when I listen to the stuff that's being produced now, I'm like, this is garbage.
Yeah.
This is absolute garbage. Why do you think a lot of people that are younger than myself fall into bands like Metallica, Iron Maiden, all
And
these
that's what I
bands?
like the
I've
best
heard?
about this
Why?
song
Because
is the chorus is very repetitive, but some of the verses they change the sound. It
Sure.
jumps from something unexpected.
Yeah.
But
my biggest complaint about music in general, and this goes to anybody out there,
I gotta refix my.
if you
shit
have
now.
to
I'm all
auto tune
fucking-
your fucking voice, don't
Then you
sing.
shouldn't be singing. Exactly.
If you're on
Yes,
stage,
my
you have to
problem. I
auto
want
tune
to
your
sing,
voice.
and I took vocal lessons for a while, but I'm not a singer. I can't sing. If I
I,
start
look,
singing, you're
I,
gonna
I
bleed. I
can
swear.
I can harmonize, and I can blend my voice in with a chorus.
Mhm.
But for solo, no, because I am not a soloist, and I know my place as a singer. I am primarily an instrumentalist, and I think that autotune to me is like the fucking limiter, the fuck what they call it, the hard limiting of your music, essentially. Putting that brick wall, the brick wall limiter, was the biggest fucking travesty of music. Just like Melodyne and all that. Yeah, I can understand if you have bad notes or whatever and you got to correct them, that's one thing. But if you're using it as a fucking tool to completely change your voice because you can't sing worth a shit, then you're just a fake. You're a fraud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
You just shouldn't be singing in the first place.
Well, the thing with it is modern day music, the artists don't even write their own music.
well, some do. Some
Some
do.
still-
Producers do.
But you can't tell me that One Direction is writing their own music.
Justin
No.
Bieber never wrote one fucking piece of music in his entire life. He was a
Right.
processed. He was a marketed child
Oh, yeah, he was.
who just came to fame because he had some YouTube channel. But if you deep dive into it, he was set up for that. He had
Oh,
marketing people that said, "We're going to do
He
this. We're going to
deserved
do this. We're going to do this. You're going to look
On
this
top of
way. You're
that,
going to like
Justin
your
Bieber
room this
also
way."
used auto-tune. That headset that he always
Oh,
wore
yeah,
in his
he did.
shows.
Yeah, and
he
they always
had
told
auto-tune.
you it's not auto tune, dude. You don't know what you're talking about. It's exactly. And these people that say, "Oh, it wasn't auto tuning," bull.
Boom.
And
Yeah, exactly.
All
Bullshit.
these pop artists, there's a lot of pop artists who can sing, and there are those who are fabricated.
Mhm.
And this is why I hated shows like American Idol, because it's not that fucking simple to be in music. It's not.
No.
It is hard as hell to even to be moderately noticed is impossible.
Well, the thing about American Idol is they audition a lot of people, right? And you have to win the
doesn't.
auditions to get to the
Yeah.
auditions on
But
American
no, no,
Idol.
no. What I think is bullshit is cut your teeth at the club level. Go through the process. There's a whole. I mean, fucking going on TV is a joke. It's like, oh, I want my 15 minutes of fame. No, to me, it's bullshit. If you really want to know what it's like, cut your teeth at the bottom level. Clay Aiken was not a musician, but he went on American Idol, but he was already interested in music. Kelly Clarkson, I think, was the first one. She cut her teeth already. She was already a singer. She was already doing this shit, but she said, "Oh, her friends told her to go do it," and she did, and she won. What I'm saying are those people who just, "Oh, I just want to be on TV. I just want to do this. I want to get my 15 minutes of fame," and it's like, it just,
Yeah, but you know that fame can then turn into infamy real quick. I mean,
well, any fame, if you let it go to your head, can do that. There are people who are just not meant to be that successful because they don't have the capacity to control it.
right.
And
See, I'm happy with a little bit of talent that I have. I don't care if I ever become a famous $1 million freaking piano player. I don't care. I
because
play
it doesn't
music for
work.
me,
No,
and then I
It's
share
not.
that with the rest of the world.
composition does not pay. The only, I
No.
mean, the thing is, it is. I mean, this is, and I'll take this with the YouTube thing. I mean, every YouTuber we've ever interviewed always says, just grind your stuff out. It's like it doesn't fucking work like that. Because if we all did the same thing that all these famous YouTubers did, we'd all be successful.
Right.
It is literally a crapshoot. It is a luck of the draw. It is what makes you better, what makes you different. Why did
It
Metallica?
basically comes down to who makes the viral video first.
And it doesn't matter because we all can make viral videos, but what makes somebody else's more popular than others?
Well,
Like
the way
some of the
viral
shit that
videos
we
work
record
is
as gamers, it's like
if
how
you get a video that gets 20,000 views, that's 20,000 chances you got
and
to
you
get a
and you can
subscriber.
and the thing is, to me, a lot of it is because like with a lot of these TikTok views or whatever, it's mostly girls that are well endowed. That's why they get the views. Only because it doesn't. If they have talent, doesn't matter. A lot of it too is just dumb luck. And it's the same with music, man. Music is dumb luck. Right place, right time, right connections. It's not what you know, it's who you know. That's been my experience in what, nearly 35 years of being a musician. I know how hard it is to do this as a actual career. We're not in it to make money. Nobody makes money out this. Yes, bands like Metallica, they got damn lucky because they were at the right place at the right time in their
Yeah.
careers as as young adults. They were at the right place at the right time, and they knew, but they were poor. Like if you look at their history, they were poor. All bands were poor. Like nobody.
Yeah,
and
I feel like every
most
band
of the
started
bands-
out in someone's garage at some point.
and I did. I was a garage player forever, but I've played clubs. I've played little venues or whatever, and I love it. But I never had the breaks, and I've been at this since I was 13, and I never had the breaks. And what was I doing that wasn't as great as other people? I practiced my ass off. I tried to get in with the same passionate musicians, which is not easy, and I never got the success. But there are people who just get lucky, who just it's not about
Well, the
working
thing
the
with it too
system.
is like, say for example, you could be in high school, you could perform something in a concert
Hey,
and on a
for
piano,
people-
and for all you know, there could be some famous
Please
freaking
click
what do you call them, the producers in the
A&R?
audience or something, and happen
A&R?
to hear, or some kid's family relative or something's in the producing thing, and they present that to him, and bam, suddenly that person's like, wow, I like this kid's music, and suddenly you got that shot to make your fame.
Right, and I think one huge misnomer was that movie, That Thing You Do. That was that Tom Hanks film that was a number of years ago.
Oh,
It's about that
okay.
little band that they had like a song or whatever. This one guy heard it, and then you just see like this whole career thing happen for them, and then they have this downfall or whatever.
Right.
And it was like, okay, as fun as that movie is, it's a movie. It's not legitimately how it works.
Well, listen, there was a movie
And
I
music-
watched that actually had me like concerned for the musicians. So the movie was this guy playing the piano on stage, and there was a sniper like somewhere in the audience. He had no idea who it was. Nobody could find him. He had the pianist had no way to warn anybody. And if he hit a wrong note, he was gonna get shot. And
fuck
that
movie is
piano playing
that?
was intricate. Like he would give the pianist specific instructions while playing. So he'd be sitting there, playing the ivories, and he'd be like, the shooter would have some way to talk to him in his ear or something. Be like, look over your left shoulder. So he does. He looks over his left shoulder and sees a round or a bounce off the freaking stage and says, "You hit a wrong note. I'm going to kill you," or some kind of thing like that while he's playing the piano.
What kind of fucking? Who writes a fucking movie like that? I mean,
I don't know. I remember seeing the movie and it was fucking intense.
I would
think
just.
I know which one you're talking about, but I don't remember the movie.
Yeah, I don't know what the name of it was. I think
But there is a
called
movie
Pianist
that's
or
out
something
there like that, something like that.
And
I
I'm
want to have to do some research now because that's going to bother me. That was actually a good movie.
I'm gonna
was
say
a good
this though.
movie. You know what? Let me see if I can Google it.
About my comment earlier about how hard it is to do this. I don't want to hear people saying, "Well, you're just jealous and all this other stuff." I'm like, no, fucker, I'm not. I've been at this for over 30 years. Okay, I know how hard it is. And music nowadays, since the fucking days of Napster starting out, it ruined music. It absolutely destroyed it, and it destroyed every credibility. And I think record companies are to blame for it too because they ruined musicians' lives. They took all their money. I mean, you were essentially, and I remember when Prince did this with Warner Brothers. There was a time when he wrote "slave" on his face because he was literally, he was controlled by Warner Brothers, and he couldn't do anything. He wasn't free to do what he wanted to do. You become an indentured servant to the record industry back then. Bands that made money barely had any money. You're talking world tours, you're talking, all this stuff, and it's like, where's the money? And then they'll say, well, you got to pay marketing, you got to pay this person, you got to pay the executive's 22-year-old secretary, you gotta pay for the record production. I mean, the bands are the ones that pay for all this stuff. And the only reason why we have record companies was because they have the distribution channels. That's how you get out there. We no longer have MTV, so that's irrelevant. We have YouTube. That's heavily controlled by gatekeepers, again, like we had with MTV. You can put a video out there, you can write your own music, but is it ever going to be seen? Probably not. That once upon a time there were 100 bands looking for. No, there was 100 bands looking for just 10 fans. Now there's 1 million bands looking for 1 fan. The competition is just fierce. Then you got the really sad thing about how bands aren't even being formed. Like, it's just kids who want to be on YouTube to make, I play guitar, so I'm going to go up on YouTube and play guitar. So there's not even a push to even get bands started. And yeah, there's a couple here and there, but it's not like it was. So, things like these talent shows, even Star Search in the 80s was like, it was no different than American Idol today. It's like, okay, I'm 15 minutes of fame, and then what happens to them? And then if you did win on American Idol, you were signed to a Simon Cowell contract for 6 records, and if you didn't produce, he could wreck your life. He could wreck your career. The guy is an asshole.
Okay, so the movie was called Grand Piano. A pianist with stage fright endures a performance under the eyes of a mysterious sniper who will shoot and kill him if a wrong note is played.
Yeah, if I would never greenlit something like that, I'm like, I would deal with more of the stage fright than anything because that's more.
Hey, Dad, you want to keep it on my chat while I step away?
Yeah, doesn't mean you didn't make a shitty film. No, I think that the premise of like the stage fright thing, that would have been the story right there. The sniper thing,
Guys,
no,
yeah,
that's
we'll be right back in a few minutes.
That kind of kills it for me.
I don't know. I actually thought it was a pretty good movie.
If you can watch the chat for me, that's
Got you.
But
by the way, that was actually the first time I ever played the piano live. I just realized that.
Wasn't bad, honestly.
I'm glad. I'm glad you guys liked it.
It wasn't bad. You gotta easily hit like 1 billion freaking wrong notes there.
Yeah.
But yeah, music is 1 billion wrong notes. Mm-hmm. That's what rock and roll is.
Well, the thing of it was, is I had not looked at that piece of music since 2019, so I actually jumped into it pretty decently considering.
I like how
That
he
is-
makes it sound like, I like it how you make it sound like it's 20 years ago that you touched that song. It's only been a few years.
yeah. Yeah.
It's like, oh my god, I was so young when I wrote this.
Yeah, that was like
Dude,
fucking
like,
50
that
years
song
ago.
had such emotion because I wrote it for that girl and I showed it to her.
Right.
And you know, and I played it if I got to play it for her, and we had a great, night. And I won't tell you all the details of what happened that night, but anyway,
He
she
scored.
liked the song.
Yeah.
He scored one.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Point is, she was moved. She liked the song, and after that, I even topped the night off with dinner and a nice jewelry gift. I gave her a replica. Granted, it wasn't the real thing, obviously, but I gave her a replica of the Heart of the Ocean from the Titanic.
Did she throw it in the ocean herself?
I imagine she
Yeah.
has by now.
Who
now,
knows?
probably.
Who
Yeah.
knows?
And she,
By
and
now,
she,
she probably
and
threw
she
that
was the
bitch
one
over
who
the
would
ocean
live.
and then jumped in, drowned herself for dating me.
Yeah, and then she would have been the one who would have said, "I'll never let you go. I'll never let you go." And then just, bye, going
Yeah,
down,
dude,
going
and she
down.
was. She was the
Yeah.
one, oh, I'm never going to leave you. We're going to grow up and get married. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm already a grown-ass man. I don't know about you, but anyway, she's like, oh, we're going to get a house together. I'm like, yeah, that all sounds great. Who's buying the house? Because my broke ass ain't buying $15 an hour the job I was working at back then.
Yeah, you're not wrong. That's,
I mean, the house I'm in now, it's the first house that I bought, and right now I'm at a $15 an hour job doing the landscaping, but I might pick up a second job. I don't know. I kind of wanted to work at McDonald's for a while.
McDonald's of all places?
I mean, free food for the workers.
okay.
You know,
You will hate
little
McDonald's
fun
for the
fact
rest
here.
of your life. If you
Listen,
don't.
I would try one of everything on the menu free and then quit.
Fun fact: I used to work at Subway, and
Oh yeah, I want to work at a Subway.
no.
No. You gotta listen to the horror stories.
Let me finish. I worked at Subway, 8-hour shift, and I will tell you this right now. It is the worst experience to work at a place like that because while you get free food, do you know how sick and tired you get of smelling like it when you get off work? You can't shower that shit away. You can't scrub the whatever is.
Actually, that's a good point because I was a cook for Popeyes and KFC at one point,
And that's
in
just
my
the
clothes, you could smell the grease of everything that I was cooking.
The grease gets in your hair. It's like
You're gonna smell like Subway.
No, imagine
Yeah.
smelling like McDonald's every fucking day for the rest of your life.
It's like
and then
walking
regretting
into a
it.
place that smells like ass. Like,
Don't work
no.
at fast food.
Okay, so maybe not fast food, but I gotta find something that if I'm gonna get a second job, it's got to be something that's like
Work in a
flexible.
music store.
Hey, since you technically still volunteer, why don't you get that as a part-time gig?
Well,
You mean,
volunteer
like
doesn't pay,
firefighting.
Mm-hmm. Or EMS, since you
mean-
technically have that skills. Why
yeah,
not?
I could, but I guess I could. But
Why not?
With fire, you have to go through an entire fire
Right.
Yeah,
academy.
but
Like,
you
have to go-
have
Yeah.
paramedics experience.
Right, but you got to recertify though.
I mean, I had the experience, but I don't have the certification.
Right, you have to
You should-
recertify a
you
lot of
should.
shit now.
Honestly, you
But
should.
that costs money to
Yeah.
recertify though.
It might have got revoked when I made one of my coworkers need one of our services.
Ooh.
Yeah, he got into my face, and I gave him like 7 chances to just step back and walk away, and
He turned into the human.
So he then needed an ambulance. So the funny part is I was working on the shift, and I walk over to where the other paramedics are sitting, and I did this. I'm like, doo-doo. Greater Valley EMS, respond to Greater Valley EMS for employee down in the break room. But you might want to go help Kyle out. He's a little fucked up.
Yeah.
But you know, he kept getting closer and closer and closer and closer. And eventually, I was pinned into a corner. I couldn't just turn around and walk away, so I had to react. I had to do it.
What have we learned? Don't back Apex into a corner.
Exactly. I only did it in a roots block, one of these things here where I got into the crevices of his arm so he couldn't fold it this way. And up into his bicep, I slid it up and hit him in the side of the neck right here. I reached around the back of his head, pulled his head down to meet a knee, and then I flipped him up this direction, and he flopped onto the floor. And then I stomped on his face vigorously.
He could have just said he tripped.
Yeah, but there's cameras in the break room.
Yeah, then your chances of actually getting recertified as 0 to none.
But my thing was like, why didn't they say, "Oh yeah, he was aggressed upon. He was backed into a corner. He had no force to defend himself."
Was
like,
there any witnesses?
Yeah, actually, there was one, but apparently, I'm guessing he's because I wasn't like their click. You know, like everybody's got their clicks. He probably vouched for the other motherfucker.
Yeah.
And yeah, I haven't really done much of it since. I
Well,
still do volunteer fire. I'm just in between departments. But to get paid firefighter, I have to go through a fire academy. I'm still a certified exterior firefighter. I haven't gone through the interior class yet. But essentially, if I go through the interior class, I could essentially be a paid firefighter because once you do your exterior and your interior, you're pretty much a fully trained firefighter. But the fire academies have their own way of doing things, and like volunteers have their own way of doing things, and you have to kind of meet the academy standard. Like we actually have paid firefighters right in the same district that I have the volunteer fire department.
And how old are you right now?
I'm 31.
31. That's still not a bad career change, to be fucking honest.
No, not really.
But if you're looking just, you know, while you're trying to maybe do the research or whatever, like I said, you should look into maybe working in a music shop.
Yeah.
You know,
there's only one that I know of that's in my area, and that's like in the Arnett Mall. Which, by the way, that mall is like dying slowly. That mall has been dying since COVID, bro.
Yeah.
There's like 35 or more stores in there, and only like 15 of them actually have stores in them now.
That's because the expense went up. I mean, like I lived in the state where Mall of America is, and I frequented that place.
As a matter of fact, in that same mall, there used to be 2 GameStops in there. Not one, but 2. One at the end of one at each end of the mall.
GameStop's dead though. That's a dead world.
Yeah,
sorry,
it's
dead world.
Yes,
it was a shit world when they
came around. I have not been into a GameStop. As a matter of fact, when was the last? I was in a GameStop, I think, looking for a controller because Walmart had run out of Xbox controllers, and I needed one for my PC, so I went into GameStop to get one.
The last time I was in a GameStop was when I actually had to get my NES Classic Edition, the little mini one that came out a few years ago.
Yeah.
The reissues, yeah, I got one of those, and I was like,
it was funny because I walk into GameStop, and the guy asked me, he's like, "Is there something I can help you find?" I'm like, "No, not really, dude. Like, you guys have nothing I can't get on Steam."
And you have
the last time I actually went to a GameStop was like fucking 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Well, before I got the Xbox controller, the last time I went to a GameStop was 2013 when GTA 5 was released. Yeah, that was the last time I went to a GameStop before I got that Xbox controller.
Y'all went to a GameStop?
I remember standing out there waiting for the midnight release for GTA 5 because they got like the best deluxe edition you could get because the game I thought was going to be great. And they really hyped that shit up way more than they should.
Oh, I remember when Black Ops was hyped up at GameStop.
Oh,
and lines
yeah,
around the building. It's like, how is this?
Dude, I went through the parking lot at the mall, and they had lines blocking like the exit to get out of the mall.
Yeah.
And people would not move. Like I was like literally nudging people at the front of my freaking vehicle because they didn't want to lose their place in line to get the damn game.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm going to run your ass the fuck over if you do not get
you
out
want
of
to
my
see
way.
the real meaning of GTA 5?
Yeah, I mean, I'm about the GTA 5 in real life. You don't get out the way.
5 right now, bitch. Yep.
And it's so funny how many people got in there that got that GTA 5 and they spun their tires leaving the freaking parking lot to get home and play that GTA 5. I guarantee you half of the teenagers had that shit open and were staring at the disc before they even got out of the parking lot.
Yep.
I was never like, oh, I gotta get right home right now and play. I got that shit that night, went home, went to bed, and played it the next morning.
Yeah, I remember a lot of the hype commercials back when I was growing up, and I'm like, whatever. I mean, I was a poor kid. I didn't have any real good allowance money that I didn't piss away on stuff I didn't really need.
Yeah, same here.
And I was like, yeah, I can't really get this game. And most games, I mean, back then were like $25 to $30. You know, that was for a brand new NES game.
Right,
you know?
yeah.
And it was like, that's expensive.
Now brand new games is going up from even $60.
Yeah, but if you think about it, though,
going up into the $80s and $90s.
If you think about that, though, if you look at the price of games now, it's pretty comparable to what it used to be. It's just literally inflation that caused it.
But all of the sports games are like in the 90s now.
Yep.
$90 range.
And honestly, they're not anywhere near as good as they once were.
Hell no.
No, they're not.
Especially when you have EA and 2K
What up, Jonathan? How's it going, buddy?
and all these other companies.
Oh, it's J-Rock.
Yeah. Rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat.
So for those of you guys who don't know, J-Rock, the guy that's entered my chat, Jonathan Robbins, is actually somebody I work with at Robinson's Contracting and Landscaping.
Cool.
Yeah, he's one of the hard workers. There's not very many of us. There's like 5 landscapers, 2 hardscapers, 2 contractors. Yeah. I think that's essentially the entire.
Welcome to the Dazzo and Friends talk show.
Yes, welcome.
Yeah, welcome, John. Good to have you here, buddy. I'm sure I'll see you at work.
So, Daz, what were you saying? I didn't catch all that.
What I was saying is we have 2K, we have EA Sports. The games are repeat and rinse. Repeat and rinse.
I'm back in.
Get your money, boys. Get your games.
Yeah. I mean, I'm curious as to how much rinse and repeat GTA 6 is going to be.
And
dude, they've been hyping
GTA
up GTA 5.
may still be better, but
I think so. Even though it's a remake of a previous.
Like No Man's Sky, right? So I did hear that GTA 6, when it releases, it's going to be like No Man's Sky, where it's a constantly evolving map, and then that GTA 6 is going to be the last title in the GTA series.
Bullshit! No way.
No way.
They're gonna milk that title forever.
They're gonna milk it for the next 20 years.
GTA 5 for what? Over a decade now.
No, it's longer than that. GTA, I think, came out in the late '90s.
Oh, I'm talking about GTA 5, but yeah, the original.
Oh yeah, that
GTA,
was 2013.
Was
That's already 10 years old. Yeah. No, they're gonna milk
playing GTA back when they had the Google Earth version. You know, they're really pixelated.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the top-down view.
I remember that.
Yep. And I never got into the games up until 5. Well, I saw what 4 was like. I thought, okay, 4 is pretty cool, or Vice City or whatever it was. I was like, okay.
No, 4 was Liberty.
Yeah, no. I'm saying I said I think I discovered it under Vice City. I think I had seen Liberty City or Liberty.
Yeah, normally, John, I stream games.
So it's GTA 3.
It didn't matter. It's like, okay, it's kind of cool, but I just never. I know.
Usually every other Tuesday we do a Dazzo show, which is a lot of fun with you guys.
The only reason why I ever bought GTA 5 was just to play LSPDFR. I didn't give a shit about the game itself. Like I didn't.
Honestly, like I'm not gonna lie, I thought like since GTA, I was watching LSPDFR type stuff since GTA 4. Okay, so like I used to think that shit was illegal. So I'm watching this video like, how do these motherfuckers do this shit? How do they get these cop car mods? And like, how do they do it? So I kept thinking to myself, you know what? They're gonna go to jail someday.
Technically, it is illegal
and
because
then
of reverse engineering.
GTA 5's LSPDFR.
Yep.
I'm like, awesome. So I can actually do this.
Yeah, wasn't what was
LSPDFR? This guy John says.
Technically, LSPDFR and LCBDFR is illegal to actually mod.
Right, yeah. But which version of GTA was LCPD?
That's
Liberty City, right?
Yeah.
Basically GTA 4.
GTA 4.
I'm looking for more subscribers.
And then Vice City was what? Was that in between or was that 3?
Oh yeah.
Vice City was before 3.
He says that EVE is the OG evolving map.
Vice City was before Grand Theft Auto 3.
My favorite map of all time was San Andreas. I hate to say it, but San Andreas was the best.
Yes, but I wish the heck we could have GTA San Andreas with the GTA 5 graphics.
But they fucked that up. They did that. They did terrible. I want them to make a new game. A new, better version. Get rid of...
GTA San Andreas is still $60 on Steam.
Yeah.
It took forever for GTA 5 to even come down in price where I could afford it. It was like $59 for God knows how many.
I want San Andreas, and I will buy it eventually, but I'm not going to spend $60 for a game that came out a fucking decade ago.
You know what I spent $60 on?
I love EVE, though.
I spent $60 for the pre-order of Grand Theft Auto, the trilogy, the definitive edition for the PlayStation 4, and I regret spending my money. because it was a
Yeah.
stupid purchase.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was kind of.
I was hyped up.
That
Oh,
does
the
deserve a
cool
Gibbs slap in the
original.
back of the head.
Yeah, that is the Gibbs slap. I need to be Denozo getting slapped upside my head at that point.
Yeah, but like more than once, like at least once for every $1.
Why do you think I am the perfect Denozo at this
Plus
point?
tax.
yeah, you are.
I'm Denozo. I will quote movies if I have to. I'll have fun. And I'll get slapped in the back of the head.
Listen, NCIS was one of the greatest cop
Yes.
shows out there.
Yes,
I got
yes, it is.
so
Oh, I don't know
freaking
about
The
that.
sick of, like,
original
Law and
series.
Order.
The original
I got
was
sick of
Mark
Law and Order.
and
The
Abby.
original NCIS was the best.
Yeah, I agree. I also
It's
love
not the
Hawaii
same.
5-0.
You young kids, my God.
Which 5-0? The original or the new version?
The new version with McGarrett.
They're both really good,
It's
but I
okay.
agree with you.
I like that.
That was
show.
okay.
Okay, now this really comes down to it. Which version of MacGyver?
I never watched MacGyver.
Oh,
Neither
come
did
on.
I.
Oh, come on.
I would say the old version is better.
Yes, the old version is better than the new
I
version.
remember watching Adam 12. That's why my call sign in LSPD
yeah.
bar is one Adam 12.
Nice.
Right. That was a
I
good
I remember
show.
Chips.
Chip's
Oh,
a good
yeah.
one. Do you guys remember
Hazard?
Hill Street Blues? Do you remember that?
I watched like the first 2 seasons of that on Amazon, and it's a
I
gotta go.
remember TJ Hooker.
Oh, Star Trek.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
Starsky and Hutch.
But if
I
you want to see,
see.
okay, now I love this. I love the show as a kid. But I'll tell you something. These guys could not hit the side of the broadside of a barn. If they were military.
God.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's so true.
I mean, seriously. I mean, fucking love that show. I obsessed every fucking week it was
the
on.
18,
I love Mr. T. But
the 18
damn,
they
they
could
could
have
not
hit
took
broadside of a
away
barn.
from the freaking stormtroopers from Star Wars. Okay, they really got their training from them.
You're not wrong. And
Yeah.
even in the updated version, they still couldn't hit anything.
Okay, well, let's be honest. Stormtroopers, they can't see shit out of those helmets.
Bullshit. They got 2 little black holes with eyes. They can see some shit.
Not
And
really.
apparently the 2 little black holes in the back of their heads too, whatever those fucking things were.
You know, so I
Right.
saw a funny meme once on the stormtroopers. Like the one stormtrooper said to the other one, he's like, "I miss my dad," and the other one's like, "I think, or you miss everything." He's like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "We're stormtroopers. We miss everything,"
Yeah.
or something like that. I kind of bombed it, but it was something along those lines. It was quite funny.
I miss my dad. Well, you miss everything. What do you
And
mean?
then, then the
Have
other
you ever
one's like,
seen
"I
how
hate
you
you,
shoot?
Vince," and then the other guy's like, "I think you're missing my point."
CSI Miami.
I
There's
think
another
Family
good
Guy kind of
one.
ruined Star Wars too.
CSI Miami. That's a good show. Just because I love Horatio Kane in that show. He's
Yes,
a great
I love
actor.
that.
Was good.
He's a great actor.
He's good. He's good.
Uh-huh.
I did like Third Watch. That was a cool show.
Okay.
Third Watch was a good one.
You know, the one show that got me into EMS and fire was the TV show Emergency.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
That was a damn good show. That's why I
And
wanted to be an EMT and firefighter.
And sadly, I found out just a year ago, Randy Mantooth passed away.
Oh.
Wait, who?
He was Johnny Gage.
Johnny Cage.
No way!
Yeah. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And they just celebrated the 50th anniversary of that show too, just a couple of years ago. No, last year they did. Cozy TV did a whole documentary on the.
I
on
love
the-
how Johnny Gage went from like being a firefighter to a paramedic.
Yeah, and he was apprehensive too. You watch the first episode, he was like, I was trained as a firefighter. I want to be a firefighter. I love this job.
And the best
You know?
thing too is Dr. Brackett was always against that shit until he saw the results.
And you want to know something that's really interesting? And like I said, this documentary talks about it. There were doctors, professionals that said, we do not want this. We do not want these
Yeah.
untrained amateurs in the field treating people because of lawsuits. They were so
Yep.
worried about all that stuff.
And one of Dr. Brackett's things was it took him years and years and years to go through medical school, and now they
Yep.
want to cram a course for these firefighters these
Like,
firefighters.
12 weeks to learn this stuff. Crash
Yeah.
course hose jockeys learning to medicine. I don't think so. And then back then they had to ride around with a nurse, and ambulances were just attendants. That's all you could do is just transport.
Yeah, as a matter of
I
fact,
mean, yeah, it was a great show.
hold on a second.
No,
I have, I think, 6 of the
this
7
book,
seasons.
It talks about all of that in this book, Emergency Care, and this is the 14th edition. This is what I learned out of right here.
Yep.
And in this book, it actually talks about how the ambulance and EMS system got started. And it was actually started in this book back in the, I think,
Korean
World
War.
War I, when they were taking wounded soldiers off the battlefield in trucks marked with the Red Cross.
Well,
But they weren't getting aid on the field. They would
No,
take them
that
back
happened.
to the positions.
That happened more like around like the Korean War.
And
I
yeah,
think
especially in the Korean
War was really kind of the start of like
and
a
believe it
proper
or not, they
war.
actually used the term in this book. They used the term MASH unit,
Yep.
which goes back to Korean War.
MASH is a good
what
show.
MASH stands for?
Mobile Army Surgical Hospital.
Exactly.
I
And that
love
was a good.
TV show
That was a
too,
good
so-
show. I love
it
that
was.
Yeah,
show.
it was. I love that show.
No, see,
Well,
I
it used to be on Netflix for a while.
yeah, it was.
Yep.
No, see,
I've got
operative.
all 10 or all 11 seasons.
Operative says he
I'm
likes the
obsessed
show Bones. I'm not really a big fan of
Yeah.
Bones because I've never
Bones,
seen
okay,
it,
Yeah.
but I've seen House MD and I loved watching House
House
more than
love
Bones.
House MD.
Really interesting show.
you-
Oh,
watched
yeah.
that- I watched it and I was like, okay, this is messed up. By the way, did you ever notice that everything when they talked about shit was like, oh, it's got to be lupus. It's got to be lupus. Everything was one way. Whatever. I like how House is on. Like House was like Hawkeye from
easily.
MASH to the
I love
extreme.
how House
like
kept
his
doing
own
suit.
thing.
Like he asked the one patient in one episode, he's like, "Does your penis hurt?" And the guy's like, "No, why? Should it?" And then House was like, "No, but your lawyer's gonna love that."
Yep. There was some creepy shit in that one.
Yeah, dude, in House,
I
absolutely.
mean, it was just that was a. I was like, okay,
And then the
this
coolest
is.
thing about House, though, is did you guys actually know he's not American? He's actually
No,
got a different
he's
accent
English.
Yeah.
off screen,
He's
Yeah.
English.
Yep. He's
Yeah.
English. Yep.
and he's got the accent when he's not acting.
I
And
mean-
to be able to turn that on and off is actually kind of cool.
Go back and watch
That's good
Stuart
training.
Little. He uses his English voice in Stuart Little.
Didn't
Oh, I
even know
forgot he was in
Stuart
that.
Little.
He
Why did
was.
play Stuart Little?
He was the
He was
father.
the dad, I think, wasn't he?
He was the
Yeah,
father.
he was the dad.
Oh, that's right.
And I love that movie just because Michael J. Fox, great actor.
No, I do.
Yeah.
I like Stuart Little. That's a good movie. Are you talking about
Yep.
the animated one or the
The
real one?
the Anna.
No,
Well,
the
it's a
live
mix
action
between
movie.
animated and real at the same time.
Yeah.
I used to watch
Are you
I
talking
mean, if we're
about the
not
one with
talking-
the little boy that built the boat with the mouse?
Yes.
Yeah, that was the real. That's the real live
that
action.
was that. I liked that one. That was pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to talk about a good Michael J. Fox film, you got to talk about
Back to
freaking
the Future. Yep.
Yeah.
Back to the
Oh,
Future.
yeah.
I mean,
Listen, I used to have a Pontiac 86 Fiero, and Johnny, if you're still in my chat, you remember this car. Like, I used to drive it to Robinson's all the time, but I used to have that 86 Fiero, and I called it my mini DeLorean because
It's-
it looked like one.
I mean,
I
one
always
of,
wanted a DeLorean.
one of Michael's good movies is The Secret to My Success.
Yeah.
That is a great movie.
Mhm.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Basically, it's this kid just from the middle of bumfuck nowhere out in the county, moves to the big city, starts off in a job as like working in the mail area, delivering newspapers and everything to everyone in the office.
I've done
And then he sneaks his way into an office position, and no one really knows it. They have no fucking clue, and he works basically 2 different jobs.
That's crazy.
Of course, it was also the
Yeah.
80s, so you can get away with that easier.
Technically, you could still get away with that.
Good.
You literally can.
A little
It's
trickier,
not that
but
hard.
You can still do it.
Don't test your luck.
I don't know what
Don't
you're
be
trying to say there,
stupid.
John. Are you trying to
I
say I
mean-
gotta get out of the box?
Mhm.
You sent me a cat emoji with like the cat halfway out of the box. My
Oh,
thing is this, though. How
Bella
people
does
tell
that
me
a
all the
lot.
time to think outside the box. How can I think outside the box when they won't let me out of it?
That means put the cat back in the box.
Chicago PD, when the first
Oh yeah.
few seasons, it was the great. Now it's like everything you can technically kind of predict.
SWAT.
Watch
SWAT's
that,
a
like-
good modern show.
Rookie.
Rondo in it.
I want to watch Rookie because it's amazing from what I've heard.
No,
Rookie's
no,
good,
no,
eh?
show.
Rookie or the
Flashpoint.
Rookie?
The
Flashpoint.
Rookie. with
Flashpoint's fucking brilliant. I love that show.
Yeah.
That was a
Flashpoint
great
was not
show.
bad. Yeah.
Dude, Flashpoint freaking stars Pink Ranger from the freaking Power Rangers.
Blue Bloods was okay.
Amy Jo Johnson is in Flashpoint.
Yep. I was addicted to Flashpoint for like quite a few
Dude, I
times.
binged the shit out of that show.
Same.
Yeah.
John says he remembers.
It was
he remembers
definitely
Buffy,
different though. Like their techniques were a lot different than I'd ever seen. Is like so definitely pulling from some Canadian type of world.
It was Canadian.
I know
It
it
was
was.
made in Toronto.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Wait, Flashpoint was Canadian?
I'm still watching.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. It was.
Oh, I didn't know
It was
that.
filmed
Ah.
in Toronto.
Fun fact.
Oh yeah, it was.
One of the
They literally
creators of the
shut down like I can't remember where, but they shut down like the downtown core to like film sections of the episode.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you can.
That was crazy.
The actors do such a good job,
I'm
though,
surprised Dazzo
especially
didn't
Grant Gustin.
I'm surprised that Dazzo didn't make himself known on that set and be like, I want to be in this show, damn it. I want to let somebody on fire.
Listen,
Okay.
I would like to do anything acting. Like if I was offered any spot, I would be the guy, the first one to die in the movie. I don't give a shit. Just let me be in the movie.
You'd be the guy-
Yeah, man.
No, you'd be the guy at McDonald's saying, welcome to McDonald's, can I take your order, please?
Yeah, I'd be the guy in the McDonald's. Yeah, I'd be the guy in the McDonald's drive-through.
Okay.
Can I
There
take
you
your
go.
order?
So I want to run this by Dazzler because I want to see if he remembers this movie. It's
Go
the
for it.
only Canadian movie I've seen which I make fun of, but I also enjoy. Strange Brew.
Never heard of it.
I think I did watch it. I don't remember.
That movie
I think
was great.
I know which one you're talking about, but
Rick
Yeah,
Moranis
somewhere.
and the other
Yeah,
dude.
man, welcome to Chill Anytime, John.
I
You're
think
welcome
I
to
did
chill
watch it.
anytime in our
Do
life.
I need?
I got one for you, Dazzo.
Oh.
Yeah, John.
And John,
Oh.
you gotta tune in for
Yeah.
Saturday's or Sunday stream. I don't know what I'm streaming. I think
How,
I'm doing
how about
Storm
this?
again.
Canadian bacon with John Candy.
yes.
Over here.
Sunday or Saturday, one of those 2 days, we'll be doing the Silver Lining
John-
Roleplay, which I'm probably about to get a message from Gigi or somebody about not being active on SLRP because I was usually like my 2-week thing is usually like on the weekend or when I stream and that'll change. Like I'll start doing it again throughout the week, but right now I'm working on my last set of 40 videos and filming, editing,
Jeez.
and
What?
posting. And by the time I get this all done, I will have content until the beginning of next year. Right now I
Jesus.
have content scheduled on YouTube
Jeez,
until
dude.
November 3rd. And that's 5 videos a week.
Yeah, I
You know,
couldn't do
Bruh.
that.
it's scheduled to come
I,
out on
I,
YouTube.
dude, I burned out with a
We're
schedule
heading
like
to my
that. I
birthday.
fucking burned out. I was like, nope,
I've already
can't do
got
it.
most of the videos filmed. The only thing I have left to film is 8 LSPDFR videos. That's it. Then I can start editing them. And then once I get the editing done, I can start scheduling them for posting. And then after that, I'm done doing the 40 videos. After that, I'm going to do it week by week. So like
Here's
at
the-
the end of work, one day I'll get out of Robinson's, I'll come home, I'll film 5 videos, and then go to bed. Right. The next day
That's-
I'll come home from work, and then I'll edit full 5 videos, and then after work the following day I'll post the 5 videos, and
Jesus.
and just keep that cycle going, and then keep the content just rolling out.
To be quite frank with you, I used to do that when I first started the channel. I was like, oh hell no. Yeah, I got sick and tired of
Well,
sitting on
the
my
reason-
desk recording for fucking hours, days and night for fucking 5 weeks straight. I'm like, oh fuck this.
Yeah, no,
Well,
no.
the reason I'm doing it is because,
got
God
burned.
forbid, my computer blows up, or I lose internet because I can't pay the bill, or for whatever reason I can't do
Right.
videos anymore. I've got several videos with new content that buys me some time to get whatever issue I'm having fixed, so I can get back to
Right.
making videos.
I know we get that's because that was how I was when I had to move. I had to make a whole shitload of videos before I moved because I knew I was going to be out for a while. I wouldn't have internet for a while. The only thing is though is you don't want to run into the burnout phase. So like I mean, burning
Yeah,
out
but
is
see,
like
I'm
the
so
worst.
passionate about YouTube, I don't get burned out with it. I get pissed in some of my videos, but
Well, you're a very rare breed then that doesn't get burned out because it's a
I
marathon.
do play Xbox. Nathan,
So-
I don't know how to pronounce any of your names.
Yeah,
I'm
no
sorry.
thanks.
I'm just gonna call you Jay because I don't know how to pronounce. Is it Bolar? I'm sorry, I can't
Hey,
pronounce that.
Mikey, off me.
Yeah.
Yay.
Mikey!
Oh, what the heck, John? You can only hear Apex. You can only hear me. Why can? Hold on, let me turn my volume off on my stream real quick.
Did,
Mikey! What are you doing?
Someone, when you guys start talking.
There, good enough?
This is some bullshit.
What do we just get Trevor from fucking GTA 5 in the show? Jesus.
Dude, right?
NPC has entered the chat.
Yeah.
I can hear him. I can kind of hear you guys.
Looking for more people.
Mikey, what's going on over there?
I'm in border town of Utah border.
What you doing over
there? Give me 2 seconds, and I'll actually show you what I'm guarding tonight.
Sorry, y'all. It's
there? Oh
just.
my.
3, 4, 5. Your 2 seconds were up like 6 seconds ago.
Ooh, my.
What am I looking at? Beautiful cars. Ooh.
That's some terrible parking.
That's not terrible
Yeah,
parking. That's
terrible
actually
parking,
good parking.
It's right on the line, though.
Oh, you can park wherever you
I
want.
know people
Well,
do
you
that
know, when
shit
they
on
when they
purpose,
when they
dude.
have
The
this
reason
entire
people do that is so
when they
nobody will park next to them
when they have
stress
this
to share
entire
their car.
block to themselves, I don't think they give a fuck about lines.
Yeah, I don't. I
They
wouldn't
do that
care.
on purpose.
I wouldn't care.
Those are some fancy cars there.
Yeah, but someone would go like a huge
Oh,
paint job.
check. Yeah, no, you.
Ooh,
I need
that
to show
Chevy
you
looks
guys.
nice.
Yeah,
That Chevy looks
I need to
nice.
show you guys the rear because the rear's probably where the stuff is at.
The beauty.
Ooh,
Oh,
some
yeah.
nice lowriders over there. I see.
Dude. I'm sorry. Did I?
God, Wake's going right there right now.
Yeah, you and me both.
I'm trying so hard.
Oh my
to
goodness.
There we go.
Look at that hot rod.
Oh,
There we
What
go.
the hell am I?
Old car.
That is a work of art.
Jesus.
That is
I
a
couldn't
fucking
guard
work
that
of
because
art.
I'd be stealing it.
Look at that fucking hot rod.
Yeah, you shouldn't let us onto that lot. We're all gonna steal one up car and just joyride it. We're all stealing our own cars.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mikey
like you're
just put
gonna
that
do
on.
it.
Mikey got picture. Don't
I
tempt
wonder
me.
why.
No.
Anybody want to
What was that?
So is that your
I have the
night
I have the troubleshooter right here.
I don't give a shit. Just because you have it doesn't mean you're gonna see me when I'm taking a car and I'm flooring it.
That's true.
So, Mikey, is that going to be your night shift?
This is my 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. today,
Ooh.
Ooh, fun.
and then I get
that's
to drive. Then I get to drive 2.5 hours back to Salt Lake City.
Fun.
Ew.
I mean, come on, you can't be honest. Oh my God! Is that
I
an
would
Impala? Is
I
that a
would
67
steal it.
Impala? Go to your right.
I would steal it.
Oh, those are nice. Those are
That's
nice.
a '67 Impala, isn't it?
I
I
believe
can't
so.
tell. Those
I
are,
can't tell.
yeah, what's that on the side?
That's an Impala.
Hey, what's on the front of it?
Yeah.
Let's see the front.
That's a
Gosh.
freaking Dean Winchester Supernatural car. Give me that shit. Just steal that right now. I will pay your
Is
bill.
it seriously?
a
No, that's a Ford.
Oh, it's a 4. Okay, no, no, it's not. Never mind. Don't steal it. I will pay your bills.
Apparently, he doesn't like found on road dead vehicles.
Oh, come on.
I want a nice '67 Chevy Impala.
That is a sexy car, though.
I want to see the rest of the lot. There's a car on there somewhere I would probably take
So
no
is
matter
this,
what.
Like a car show that you're guarding or something?
So these guys are part of a
Ooh.
like a they call them what do they call themselves? The Good Boys something not association.
More year.
They're a club.
That's an okay. I probably wouldn't take that Mustang because I'm not a big fan of the
They're a
Mustangs.
club,
Listen,
but
I
yeah,
got a Mustang that would do well. In
they're a
there.
club.
I would
The
love
problem
those.
is they need to
Yeah,
throw that in
they're a
emergency
club,
brake
but because
cable.
there's so many of them here, they wanted an armed guard on post.
Do you blame
Well, it
them?
makes sense.
Human gamers.
Why do you have? See,
Ooh,
I have a problem
that's a
where you
nice
have your
judge.
firearm. You have that
Ooh,
shit
that's
pointed
sexy.
directly at your dick.
What would that mean?
I'm alive.
I mean, come on, you pull that thing out of there. And
I
you
mean,
hit that trigger
talk about an
just the wrong
accidental
moment.
discharge.
You're gonna be singing soprano.
Oh, wait, what is that? What old car is that right there? Looks like an old Chevy, but I can't tell.
I
It's
don't even
Agnes.
know. Yeah. Oh, it's an
It's
old
So you
Agnes.
have to literally walk.
Oh,
around
that's
cars.
beautiful.
Rose. Oh,
You have to
That
walk
is
around all these
beautiful.
cars for like all night long.
8 p.m. to 8 a.m.
That'd be great. That's
Dude,
the
I was
dream.
taking selfies with every single car.
This
and
is-
crazy
yeah,
thing
this-
in my
Ooh, I
house.
see a
This
Ford
is-
Coupe back there.
This is my job. This is my job tonight.
I see that cream Ford Coupe, and that thing looks beautiful.
You must be
Oh.
tempted to steal those cars.
That.
That's beautiful.
That had my eye open, like when I first pulled up and I shook the guy's hand.
Dude, that is beautiful.
Oh.
That's
That
one
is
fun
sexy.
to look at car.
Folks,
Yeah,
this,
that caught my eye when I first pulled up.
That is a
dude, this
Biff
is what
Tannen
cars
car.
should look like
Wonder-
today.
Yes,
Not this fucking box on wheel bullshit. Like cars like back
I
then
wonder
and
if I
these
turn.
days
Hold on.
had art. This is artistry.
So what's under the
This is
cover? I can't tell.
Beautiful. That's like a
That's a secret car.
Yeah, it's got a blower on it. That looks
That's
Yeah,
a
see
bad.
if
hot rod.
see if that works for the audio fix.
That's either a Shelby or a hot rod.
It might be a Dodge.
yeah.
Oh,
Good
I
luck
see.
not being a Shelby. Shit.
Corvette.
I can't.
A good Corvette.
It can be.
Corvette.
That's a
Looks
good
like.
Corvette.
I could do with a nice
A
Corvette.
Bel Air. I think is that the 55 or the
Bel Air, dude,
57?
beautiful car.
Oh,
Another
Let me see the
router.
rear end of it. I think I could tell. One of-
We've gone from music to movies to cars.
Oh,
Amazing.
yeah.
Dude, the old
Amazing.
white wall tires, that's how you know you got an old car.
That's a 55 because after
It says driver
55.
license plate 55.
No, this is one of 55. I think there's only 55 of them left. Even then, that's beauty.
Do you get like breaks? You get to go sit down somewhere? Or...
That's just
Well, the
beautiful.
best part about it is I have my camera. I got my camera in my car, and they told me to feel free to shoot pics.
Ooh.
Nice.
Oh, what is
So
this?
I'm
What
like
is
I said,
this?
I'd be selfieing with every
after
single one of
dark,
those
I'm like,
cars
bro,
all night
after
long.
dark, after lights out, I'm fucking pulling out my camera and I'm going to town on this
That
lot.
looks like a
Oh, yeah.
caddy,
Hey,
maybe.
Mike. Hey, Mikey.
Hey,
No,
Ray.
that's a
You
Chevy.
should shoot me some of those pics after.
Yes, please.
Actually, what is this?
That's a Chevy.
Okay, so Cinnabore
Oh, yeah, I
on
know
my
it's a Chevy.
live chat says his
What?
dream car is a
Oh, it's a
Holden
Bel Air. It's a
727.
Bel Air, I think.
I think
That's a Bel Air.
this gotta be like a 53.
57, I think.
Ooh.
Another
That is
55.
dope.
You know, the client that I did a job site for today, he had a 1979 like
I
car
haven't
company,
looked
like
at
what I
Oh,
did.
I haven't looked.
oh, I love it.
Buick? Is that an old Buick?
I love it. I want it.
Oh, those are nice.
I want it.
Impala.
I want it.
Impala.
Oh, there's Trans Am
That's an
saying wants
Impala?
it.
Ooh.
Jeez.
I'll take it.
I'm not a big
You know
fan
what
of the
I'm gonna say
Camaros.
Fuck Tesla cars. These are American
Oh,
cars.
nice, right
That's
there.
me.
That's a
That's
nice
a
car.
Corv.
That's me.
Yep.
Yes.
That's your
me.
Corvette. You can have the
I agree
Corvette.
with Mikey. That's me too.
Actually, I can see Jay driving that around.
It's like, it
That
reminds
little
me
blue car.
dude, that reminds me of a Bond car, man.
She'd be
Oh, what do we got
rocking
here? We
that.
got Trans Am. What year is it
Trans
though?
Am.
What year is it? Is this the 80s? Or is this the early 70s before they changed it? Oh, that's a 76, 77,
Roughly.
roughly.
Oh, there we go.
Is that a Studebaker?
Dude,
Or is
that looks
a
like one of the
Hudson?
old cop cars from like LA Noir.
Oh, it's a Woody.
Yeah,
Literally was just about to say.
A
Yeah.
Woody.
Is it a Woody?
That's nice.
That's a surfer car.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that's something the Beach Boys would be driving.
That's
Oh
awesome.
yeah.
Then we got.
Oh yeah, old
that.
school seafoam green car.
There's a truck. Whoever wants trucks.
Yeah, bias ply tires. That's how you really know. That's right. That's definitely a fact.
Yeah, no steel belts there, baby.
I do,
Oh
but I
my
like
God.
And then just typical Chevy.
Oh, there. Wait, let me
Is
see the front end of
audio
that
fixed for you
Chevy.
now? I turned up the input
Love to see the
see
front
that.
end of that Chevy.
to see if you
Wow.
can hear them a little bit better. For some reason, my chat hears you guys as a mumble, but like they can hear me clearly.
Mikey, let me
Mikey, by
see the
your
front end of that
estimation, how many
Chevy.
cars are in that lot that you can kind of
What?
see?
That's at least 50, 60 cars.
63 Econoline would be rad. Yeah, that'd be kind of
Oh
nice.
yes. One of those are a Twilight truck. Oh.
There's at least 60 cars in there.
Oh
A
yeah.
lot.
At
Oh,
least.
more
guaranteed,
than
hands
that.
down, yeah.
Is that a Charger right in front of you?
No, that's the
That green
Ford.
one?
Is that the Ford?
Charger?
No, the
Oh, the
green
green?
one.
Yeah, right there.
Is that the
one.
Ford?
Yeah, that's the Ford. We
I would
already-
take it. I would take that Ford.
Oh, that's green? I thought that was black.
No, it's
No.
green.
I would
It's the,
take
like,
that.
It was
Oh.
probably like the
It's
hood
like a
lighting
fade.
here.
It's like that fade.
Yeah.
fade to black green type
I-
of
But
thing.
it's like green to black kind of.
I would
Yeah.
drive that just because that's
That classic
beautiful.
green.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
All of these cars are like the LA Noir era.
Well,
Oh,
just,
yeah.
just
No.
gotta wait till Mikey's
Except that
on the
Mustang.
other end. Gotta get Mikey
And
on
then
the
you
other end of the
got-
lot.
And then you got the odd man out.
Gotta have the new modern Mustang. Prick.
We just gotta all sing one of these things. Just
Well,
Is
it ain't
that
just a
the
Mustang.
fastback?
It ain't just a Mustang.
That's a
That's a
Cobra,
Shelby.
That's a
Yeah.
Shelby.
That ain't no Shelby.
Woo!
A Shelby is a
Connor.
literal Shelby.
Yeah. Just
That's
the
a nice car.
Just the frame for a Shelby can go for like
Whoa! Wait a minute.
Is that a hearse?
No, that's the Chevy
Nomad.
Nomad.
Chevy Nomad.
Those are fucking rare.
Those were the old ambulances, aren't they?
They used to be at one point, yeah.
Well, some of them are also Suburbans.
Yes.
Those were the ambulances back in the days of emergency.
Yes.
No,
That
the Suburban
in the-
actually was used in emergency.
The Cadillac Meteorite
The
Miller.
ones you saw with the Fairview on, or the Fairbanks, whatever it said on the side.
Oh
That was the Suburban.
man.
Oh,
That was the
Jeez.
Suburban?
Yeah, that's what they used back then. At least for that one.
well, let's see. If we're looking at like 59 into the 60s, we're looking at the Cadillac Meteorite Millers for the EMS and the hearses.
Right, but we're talking 72, which would have been the Suburban.
Yeah, 72, they would have been taken over slightly by the Suburban and the bigger F100s.
Well, let's put it this way: you still ain't gonna have any.
Oh. Let me not touch this car. Har.
Yeah, don't
See,
touch that
I
car.
know that the guy's trying out of the Marine Corps, but honestly, putting that on the back of a classic car like that kind of ruins it.
Yeah.
We're still alive.
No, it's basically saying don't fuck with my car.
Yeah, basically. Wait,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, that's literally what
Fuck?
as soon as I saw the Eagle, I was like, oh, let me not even
What is that bronze car?
this.
No, the other
No,
one
the
next to it.
copper one, the one
The
next
copper
to it.
browns. Yeah, what is
Yeah,
that?
the copper car. Ooh, look at the rolls on that baby.
Oh.
Ooh,
It's a Ford V8 apparently.
Oh.
Damn.
That's beautiful. That is beautiful.
We're just
Oh,
all
my God.
nerding out for
Are you
cars.
the only armed guard there?
It's just a classic deluxe.
That's
Or-
beautiful.
You know what? I want to find some 80s and 70s Ford police now. I want to do some retro policing.
Are you the only security guard there?
You
McGarrett.
want to do retro policing?
Great, McGarrett.
God,
McGarrett
God,
Customs, whatever the hell his name is now.
Because
Yes,
if you're the
yes.
only one, if you're the only guard there, we could definitely overpower you. And take one
Oh
of those
yeah, I'm
cars.
taking one of those cars when he's not looking. Just because you have a gun doesn't mean jack shit.
You can tell all these guys play GTA 5 way too fucking much that they're doing that.
Oh
shit.
yeah,
Well, one person can only do so much.
Exactly.
I know. I guarantee you, somebody somewhere in that car lot played GTA 5 and saw their car in the game,
Oh yeah.
GTA
or
or
bought
LA.
that car because it's in the game.
Yeah, GTA or freaking LA.
Mhm.
Yeah, we're gonna take
That
a
white car you just passed looks like the Phoenix in GTA.
No, that's the Judge. GTO Judge.
Oh yeah, okay. Yep.
Beauty. Beautiful car. Although I'm not a big fan of it being in white. I prefer the orange look.
Yeah, I agree. The orange would have been better.
Well, it's funny
I
you've
think I
mentioned
found
orange.
it too.
It's funny you mentioned orange because there's a vehicle that I haven't looked at yet.
Oh.
Oh yeah, generally.
I didn't
Probably.
even realize. I didn't
Probably.
even know it was part of us.
Do you have pepper spray?
He's got everything.
He's loaded.
I have everything. I have
I'm
every
sorry, but if
single.
somebody's trying to steal one of those cars, the pepper spray is the last damn thing I'm
I have
grabbing.
every
First thing
single
I'm grabbing is
escalation
them
tool in
bullets.
the use of force continuum.
Oh,
I have pepper spray. I have a baton, I have a taser on me.
That is a GTA
Oh,
car.
there's a nice car.
That is a GTA car.
Easily.
Oh goodness.
That's the Phoenix.
Yeah, I've
That is the
as far as
Nightshade.
what I've got on me, I've got every single use of force continuum implement. I've got a taser, I've got a baton, I've got OC, and I've got lethal.
Oh, I want it. I'm taking it. That's mine. I'm taking it.
That looks
No, I
something
wonder.
you
I wonder
don't
if they
do.
would actually. I wish I had my Fiero now, because if I had my Fiero, I would drive that shit to that lot.
You wouldn't fit in.
Laughed at.
You would,
What? Fuck you! That would fit in with an
You would-
'86 Fiero.
you would not fit in.
Okay, you know what? That brand new 20 whatever Mustang doesn't fit in there either. Yeah, but it's there.
Well, obviously it doesn't, but you don't fit in if you're in a fucking Fiero.
I fit in more than that 2023 Mustang.
No,
God
you
damn it.
wouldn't. If you want to
Fit
fit
more than
in,
the Shelby, yeah.
if you want to
fit in more
fit
than that
in,
modern
get a
Shelby.
goddamn
Apex was on a
DeLorean.
hill that he was willing to die for.
You know what?
Oh,
No,
that's
because the
great.
DeLorean. No, I don't think a DeLorean would fit in that.
Yeah, it would.
I totally
If it was-
wouldn't.
It
was a
would.
movie car, sure.
No, just the normal car would fit in.
I can make that argument. Yeah, so DeLorean. Back to the Future, yeah. I'd say it. It's gonna, yeah.
But my Fiero looked like a kind of DeLorean, so
No.
Poor
yes,
man.
it did. Shut up. Okay, so it didn't have the giant rocket on the back of it. What do you want?
This is a Fast and Furious.
Well, it also didn't produce 1.21 gigawatts of electricity. Either.
Yeah, sorry, kids. No oppressors in my parking lot.
Yeah, no thanks.
And
Yeah,
by no
operative.
oppressors, I mean there
Who's signing
literally
you
is
on,
no
operative?
oppressor in this parking lot. Sorry, kids. There's no oppressors in my parking lot.
Toxic.
What?
Operative said fight, fight, fight. Toxic versus Apex. That being said, I challenge you a fight to the death.
God.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you're gonna lose that fucking fight, pal.
I got him, yeah. I don't know. That's what Kyle and Grid Valley EMS thought too.
Okay. What kind of weapons you bringing? What kind of weapons you bringing?
Okay, I'm bringing a bow staff, probably a couple ninja stars, my firefighter knife, wherever the hell that is.
Yeah, I have a sword. I will
I
cut you in half.
I got two katana swords with a different length, but they actually have a little snake head that come out of with two red jewel eyes.
I have
Dude,
actual
did he just seriously
swords.
go full Ninja Turtle on that whole thing that you just described? I got two katana blades. I got a staff.
He did.
I got some ninja stars.
You
I
might
have
as
a
well go as
ninja
Mr.
star.
Michelangelo.
I'm just
I
saying.
have to find it probably down in the basement where I put all my other shit from the storage unit, but
Ooh, that's beautiful in my opinion. That's beautiful.
Yeah, I'm like I kind of like it rusted. I like how it's like that's got character.
I hate the rust though. It makes it look like
No,
shit. I'd
I
paint
like
it.
the rust. I would keep the rust. It's history.
It's not through the body. That's fine.
Exactly, that's history right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it also shows a car poorly maintained.
No, that just shows history.
Well, if that was like a car.
The looks of any of those cars show history.
Literally.
By the way, Apex. Yeah, you're bringing
Bring
swords.
what,
You're
operative?
bringing everything. I will just run you over with a car. There,
Hey, listen, I got an ambulance-sized van in my driveway. I'll run your ass over with that.
You won't even see me coming. You'll just be dead.
What are you bringing?
Bitch, I have the highest sense of awareness you could ever imagine. I know when there's shit flying around outside my window.
Yeah. What are you bringing to this fight? I don't need to bring anything. I've got 60.
You know what I'm gonna bring, Toxic? You know what I'm gonna bring to that fight? I'm gonna bring these, man. I'm gonna bring these.
You'll be dead. I'll run your ass over. You can't dodge a
That's why I
car.
run my ass over first.
Okay, so what? You're gonna go outside, put this ambulance at the top of a hill, just throw it in neutral, and just lay down all the way at the bottom and let it run over you.
Hell no! I'm gonna put that bitch in drive and let it roll down the hill along with the engine.
How you doing that,
If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it right, man.
Oh God.
Oh man.
Although we could always just pull a
You know,
GTA.
Operative brings up a good point. With my medical training, I know how to injure you without any praise coming back to me.
That's what she said.
Damn. She lied.
Yeah.
I am not that child's father.
Okay, I think we need to wrap it up. It's already 15 after 2:30.
Called guys that you are not the father.
We need to wrap this up. We're getting way off track here, boys and girls.
I'll wrap you
Yeah,
up,
we
you
get
bastard.
Later.
Did somebody say WAP? Did somebody say WAP?
My time.
Uh-huh.
Alright guys, well
Let's
that
wrap
is
this shit
going to do it for episode 7 of Dazzo and Friends Talk Show.
The
Hopefully
wackiest
you guys
episode
did
ever.
enjoy it. Thank you to the amazing Apex Gamer for coming out here, joining us in chat.
Anytime, guys. Anytime.
And of course we got Mikey in the house, Jay,
Hydra.
Ethan,
Fuck is farting?
Toxic, and
The jealous
Skittles.
is.
You know what? Better yet,
Sure.
Mike's got a gun. I'll hire him to shoot you.
Uh-oh.
That won't end well either.
Oh God.
Alright, guys, we'll
Mike,
see you
how
in the
much we
next
talking
one.
here? I can start off with like $100 down. Okay.
Oh, Jesus. We will see you all in the next
Anyways,
live stream,
if
everyone.
did enjoy the stream, smash the
Jesus
like button, turn on the post notifications, hit the subscribe button if you guys are new to the channels. Go subscribe to Apex. Go subscribe to Ethan. Go subscribe to Jay. Toxic, myself, Skittles.
You're
We're all
losing
a
your
tight-knit
words.
family at this point.
Get our
On the
content
next
on the
episode.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, Gray, what's up?
And same here, guys. We're gonna end our stream along with the Dazzo show. So thanks for coming out. Thanks for all the laughs.
Bye-bye,
We'll see you
bye-bye.
guys next time.
And then
Bye.
Dazzo and Friends episode will be on September the 5th, right after Labor Day.
Oh,
We will see you guys then. Actually, I'm gonna be streaming way before that, but
Bye.